Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, how are y'all? I hope y'all having a good day today. Let me go ahead and bring up my attorneys, okay, as well, okay, as my lawyer. Now we late because I had to drag my bailiff because my bailiff did not show up today. So my bailiff will be fined $350 million, okay, for not showing up. She gonna fine me, also owe me her first grandchild and her last grandchild. She also
Ooh.
gonna be pressing up license plates and picking up trash on the side of the freeway.
That's a lot, Judge, but I understand.
You show up for work, and I'm docking her pay
Hmm.
for the next 365 paychecks till I get my money.
Ooh.
Now I need to know before court gets started who voted.
I
Who
did.
voted? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who voted? Who
I
voted for the
voted.
Best Reality TV Star Awards 2K23? I need to know who voted.
Y'all better get in them votes because they are fun. I'm telling y'all, it's so nostalgic to see
Vote, 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 vote,
who
vote.
you vote for,
Vote,
who's
vote,
in the
vote, vote, vote.
category, why they in the categories. It made it a little difficult, but it is absolutely fun on top of us getting business taken care of. But it's absolutely the funnest thing I've done in a long time, which was do the voting. I had a great time voting. Like you just had to it's a tweak in there, y'all. It's like you gotta go back. And the people you think right now, we got a lot of people that's in our forefront. Candace, Robyn, Giselle. We have people that's right here in front of us, but when y'all go vote, you're gonna see they took it back. We took
I'm
it
gonna
back.
say,
Y'all
I'm
gonna
gonna
y'all
say
gonna
you
be
like
like,
this. You better vote, 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 vote. Come on. You better vote, vote, vote,
right,
vote.
brother.
Come
You
on.
better
You better vote, you better vote, you better vote. Come on. You better vote, you better vote, you better vote. I'm
we
telling
should
you
start finding folks. Start finding them if they ain't voted and they sit in our chat.
that's why I'm asking who voted. If you ain't voted, you definitely about to be fine.
And I am available to defend you if you need it because I am the
If you
defender.
ain't voted, you definitely about to be fine. There is no excuse for not voting, okay? Because the
Links
link
is
is pinned.
everywhere.
The link is pinned to the community tab. The
Yeah.
link is pinned to the top of the chat. Okay, so if you haven't voted, go ahead and vote. And if you don't know what we talking about voting, you must have been living under a rock. But in case you didn't know, I'm gonna
That
go
ain't
ahead and show y'all.
that's it.
They,
Like that ain't it, but that's it.
that's it.
That's it. That's it. And that's all.
Mark your calendar for a night to remember. Best Reality Star 2K23 Awards Show, February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BSTV2K23Awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot. So swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
That
So
one
ain't
was hard.
excuses.
That one was hard with Aaron, with fine ass Aaron Ross. And then they had to go and put my fine ass rest in peace real on there. You ain't got to do me like that. You ain't got to do me like that. You got to
Girl,
do me like that. Y'all ain't got to do me like that. Y'all better go vote. You better
girl,
go
I
vote.
did
You
like
better
that.
go vote.
I'm
It's
trying to
crazy.
tell you. You hear me? I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what y'all waiting for, but I know one thing. Come award show day, you better not be in the comments windmilling talking about your fave should have won and you
Uh-huh.
ain't voted.
Uh-uh.
Okay, LMV, you team Sister Patterson.
So am I.
You team Sister Expert witness, you team Sister Patterson. Well, you and LMV about to shut this fine because this is a Mama D courtroom. Okay, so if you're
Well,
not
I'm in with
Well,
y'all. I'm
listen,
sorry.
Judge,
I had
Judge,
I got
fine to 1 trillion
oh, look,
250 billion 325 million
my bad.
$487,323.99. Y'all know I don't want 98 and I don't want the extra dollar because you're not giving a penny.
Let me finish,
Give me
Judge.
that 99.
And Kurt Franklin will not be doing your paying this fine, ma'am. He don't got that.
Judge,
Ms. Keating, this is your first time in my court, and I'm gonna need you to get in order. There's no arguing with the judge.
Judge, you didn't even
I
let
was
me
talking to her, Judge, not you.
And first of all, Kirk Franklin ain't paying this fine. Jeff Bezos will. Okay, he got it. Okay, him and Elon Musk. I'm taking money from both of them. Them white people got it. Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's go ahead and do court roll call. Hey, my good sis, Barb, y'all make sure y'all go sign up for Barb Meets World, okay?
Her channel.
What are you
Listen.
trying to do? Like the video, okay? Like the video. All right, that's what we're gonna do. And vote, and vote, and vote, and vote, and vote. All right. On top of that, all right, I see. Hey, Marva, how are you, my love? Hey, Tooth Fairy, my good girl. You will not get fined this session, okay? That doesn't care how poor you are. I do not care how poor you are. This court needs money, okay? This court needs money to continue to operate, okay? So feel free to donate to the people on the panel, the chat, and the channel by either Cash App, okay? We love Cash Apps around here, and we also love Super Chats around here. So we appreciate your gifts, okay? We appreciate your gifts as they come through. Hey, my girl Q, how are you? Ranting, you already in here. Hey, Scorpio 15. Hey, Melissa Haig, how are you? Ooh, hey, I'm here. Your courtship, your honor courtship. Girl, I like that. Yeah, that's what y'all call me.
You want this judge head up?
Courtship Nola. Listen, okay? I'm here for your honor courtship Nola. Yep, that's what y'all address me as. Matter of fact, y'all can address me as your courtship from here on out. I like that name.
Courtship.
Hey, LNV, my love, how are you? Hey, how are you, my love? Hey, Chef Don, putting on your 976 voice for the advertisement. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And I appreciate you for having all of us involved, okay, in the Best Reality 2K23 Awards, okay?
Easy, man, easy.
I truly.
Yes. Lord Karma Collective, how are you? I see here you had a smart comment. Judge Judy wouldn't have her court waiting. Apparently you have never been to courts because real courts always run behind. And for that smart comment, Lord Karma, this is your first time coming into court and having to be fined. So I'm going to take it easy on you. Fine set at $2.3 million and 99 cents.
That's easy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Fine.
Easy.
But it's very easy.
Whoa, now Louisiana chick, welcome to court. Hey, my love, Kimmy Nicole. Hey, Santivia, Ms. Major, how are you? Hey, Cool Gamer, how are you? Yes, the silence in the courtroom. Okay, I'll change the 99 cent to 98 cent. You was getting the people in order. Hey, Chrislyn, how are you?
Hey, Chrislyn.
Hey, Chrislyn.
Yes, I like it when y'all call me your honor.
Your courtship.
Always late, child. I ain't gonna talk about that business.
Real quick, y'all. Excuse me.
Kimmy, still here. You vote 20 times a day. I'm so glad to see it. You don't see Annalise's hand. We ain't gotta see her hand. Okay, you don't need to see Annalise's hand. You just need to know that Annalise is always on point. Okay. Come on, so Deb, the brother of the channel, you voted. I am so glad you voted.
My brother.
You better vote. Hey, Monique King, my love, one of my favorite trolls. Hey, friends, girl, you voted for
Ever Almost did. I almost did. I was this close to that chocolate drop, chocolate kiss.
I voted for Eddie Ostefo.
Him is sexy as I don't know what. No disrespect to Sonya. Sonya knows her husband is fine, but I had to keep it 100. I was in love with me some real, and I tried to talk it into the universe that I was going to braid his hair, but my boo passed away before I could get to that. But it was definitely in the cards, and I was really close. So
rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scorpio 15, I'm so glad you voted. Hey, just simply my love once again. How are you?
but I voted for Eddie Osefa.
Good evening, Sweet Pea. How are you, my love? Hey, Chris Rush. How are you? Hey, Simply Elegant One, my boo.
Hello.
Hey, Kimmy Nicole. Let me give you kisses. Ellen V, you being disrespectful. I said I like your courtship. I like your courtship. And you're gonna call me Judge Noller. I like that too, Judge Noller. Purr. I would like it would be oh Lord God, I'm gonna speak it into existence that I'm gonna get Roland Ray on court and he's gonna come in here and say Judge Noller. Purr. Girl, I'm gonna be too y'all. I love so y'all, if look, y'all want to do me a favor, y'all reach out to Roland Ray and tell him he needs to appear on night court. Compare. Girl, I will, girl, if he, girl, that would make my whole life.
She's not a girl. She's a judge.
That would make, listen, Roland Ray can come up in here and be like, Judge Noller, per girl, and he will not be fine. I promise.
Maybe he'll never get in here. Maybe he can get my get my phone cleared up.
I roll around just like you.
Listen, I just came back from the dead, and they told me to tell you, you still not that girl.
I can't make it. You still not that girl.
Oh no, he did not.
That was listen.
Wait, because it was listen. It was the way he was.
The need to be gave Bobby. And the show was Bobby. I love you. Y'all better get it. Listen,
Wait,
y'all don't know. I am obsessed with Roland Ray.
But it was him rolling around Bobby, and then he stopped and went like this, and he was like, "I just came back from the dead," and they told me to tell you, you still not that girl. I said,
"That's the read of the read."
He was in that chair, leaned over to the side. I roll around, just like yeah.
Wait, I love Bobby. Remember when he rolled the dude away because the dude wouldn't leave, and he rolled his chair.
All right. I won't find you since you just pulling off from work. I won't find you, but next time, jury
tell work you gotta leave
for work. So let them know you have to leave, okay? Because jury duty comes before work. Now this jury don't pay you. We don't pay you, but
we pay you dust. But that's about it.
Send you prison and put you in with the hottest child.
You better be lucky because her handcuffs be itching. Ooh, you better be lucky.
If the bailiff was here, you know she always like to put people in the handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brittany Janae, how are you? So glad that you are here, my love. Hey, Vintage 1970, how are you?
Yes.
Shout out to my court posse looking beautiful tonight. Yes, girl. Yes. I'm
appreciate that.
Oh, wait.
Appreciate that.
In on that, but whatever.
You know, I gotta
buy this was my Christmas gift from my nephews. They know I like stuff with my initials on it, and they know I like to drink.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is one of my birthday gifts for my bestie.
Perfect.
You know, when I turn 50, so you know what it's for me. We love a little good cold tumbler.
Let you screen record, please. Screen record this. I roll around, bitches like yeah. I'm trying to say it. It was a day-daughter dance. What? My babies wanted to see them. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your daddy. Oh, okay. Well, we be nice to the daddies. Did everyone vote multiple times? Girl, I just told them how I go ranting.
You better vote. You better vote. Listen, if I have to hit myself in the eye with these breastises because I'm trying to tell y'all to vote, I'm gonna be mad.
She got a whole bounce, but everything bouncing together. Like
you gotta catch the beat with the judge, though. You gotta vote.
Yeah.
You gotta
give to somebody. Go on, baby girl. Make my little cousin bouncing.
Yes.
My little cousin get there.
Listen,
you look like you was ready to bop jiggy with it. Pop titty pop pop titty pop.
I think it's the mouth. It's the way your mouth.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that y'all have ranting over here, bouncing her breastises. Make people vote. I've never seen this. Your
Listen,
this
you
girl
gotta
isn't
get
dedicated to the
That's
vision.
the
She
record.
is dedicated to the vision.
if the lady running for senator was getting votes with twerks, we gonna get votes with
But we gonna do the same thing.
Breast.
vote.
Hey Chris, I'm thinking
Your non-innocence is showing, ma'am. Your non-innocence is showing. The lady bouncing her breasts.
you of age, it can be you're okay.
I want to know
You're-
what you are drinking, California.
I was about to tell you, Chris. So I'm drinking that good old 1800 margarita peach mix. It is delicious. I usually don't drink mixed drinks. I usually drink my alcohol straight, whether there is cognac or tequila. But you know, I get a little too tipsy, and I don't want to be too tipsy in court, so I had to bring it back a little bit. So yeah, this is an 1800 margarita mix peach flavor. Bought it from CVS, like $19 for this big old bottle. So good. It's so good.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It really is. And I had cognac. My husband he has some Kvass in there. So I had Kvass in there first. And then I said, can I open your bottle? He said, you want me to go get your bottle? So I said, okay, yeah, I don't really need to be drinking that cognac straight
Oh,
to
Karma, don't be telling our secrets around here, okay?
Just trying to expose the court. Judge,
Nobody asked you, Lord Karma. No, it's playing.
Judge, I feel like you should
I'm glad you know our
Lord
people.
Karma.
Lord,
As long as you
I don't already find Lord Karma. I'm gonna sentence Lord Karma to community service. He is now on a like committee. You gotta tell people like the video, okay? For the next 2 minutes. You also gotta tell people vote for the next 2 minutes. And speaking of voting, I'm gonna just play it for y'all one more time before we
again right now.
first case, okay? Make sure you go ahead and vote because all your girls up here is
Lord want to go to work,
baby, okay, the presenting will be real. The presenting will be real. I'm gonna play it for y'all one more time in case y'all need to see who on the ballot again, because you need to go vote.
Your answer, if you could, your courtship, if you could bring Lord Karma down.
Best Reality Star 2K23 Award Show, February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BSTV2K23Awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available from now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot, so swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
That's going down.
Get it? Let's go. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Let's vote.
Any in a building, vote.
You better vote. Ooh, wait.
I was trying to do sign language. I'm sorry, but y'all go vote.
Hold up. Hey, Kenny. Y'all know Kenny got to get his special hello. Okay.
Oh,
I
Kenny
said in Dubai.
Is that who you picked, Kenny? Okay.
Well, he said 3 days, 3 meals a day, showering God with the guys with more. Can you ever, Lord? I said because you the not prison because apparently
You only get community service for the rest of your life.
y'all let's say vote.
What about y'all?
Ralph got nominated for a Heartthrob Kenny, whether you believe it or not, baby. The people like Ralph. The people think Ralph is sexy.
Right. He was high candy when he first came on. I ain't gonna lie.
What,
I don't like
what is Jocelyn?
I say he's all right. I don't like his attitude.
That's what some people feel like they want to ride Ralph.
I mean, if he keeps his mouth closed, he can be all right. But sometimes his mouth make him look ugly. And it's not like always his mouth. It's certain things that he does, not just his mouth.
Hold on. I don't know why that lady talking about the Puerto Rican princess up here in the court. Don't talk about me, baby. Okay, if you're gonna sing my song, you gotta sing it right. I wanna ride. Booyaka, benaka. Okay, Stevie don't play with me. Stevie still wanna be with me. Stevie still want to be with me, okay? But he mad because I'm stingy with my cootie cat. Just get Faith to sign my check. Just get Faith to sign my check, Stevie. That's all. Get Faith to sign my check. Kenny, you been here the whole time. You've been here the whole time, Kenny, and you didn't speak. Oh, that's a fine. Oh, that's definitely a fine.
You got yourself in trouble,
fine
boy.
you $5 billion. So it is written. So it is ordered. Matter of fact, I'm gonna find you $5 billion and 99 cents. Welcome.
And don't give her that penny.
We don't want the penny now.
I don't want that penny. She don't like that copper. She don't like copper. She got something against copper.
I don't know what's wrong with you. You walk up in here and I speak to your courtship. You can't walk up in the court and I speak to your courtship.
Oh,
and that from the Puerto Rican princess. And with that being said, we got to get to the first case. So the first case on the docket tonight. Oh, let me remove this comment. The first case on the docket tonight is the case of the pot meets the kettle. And what we mean by the pot meets the kettle is sometimes you can have the right message with the wrong messenger, and sometimes that wrong messenger do not know when to shut up. Okay, they keep running their mouth, and then their hypocrisy is being shown. Prosecuting attorney, or are you ready for your opening statement?
Yes, I am, Judge.
Go ahead.
Speaking of pot meets kettle, I am here today to prove that Carlos, not the king, is just messy, and he should not be indulging in anybody else's mess on a whole other network when he has the most mess on reality TV right now on his own network. Well, Oprah network, but his production, okay? Carlos started being messy all the way back in 2008 and has been messy until now, 2023. That's a long time to be messy. There was many moons ago, and he's still on fire, just like it was yesterday. He started with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, moved to the Housewives of Jersey, and then he moved to the Hollywood Divas franchise, where one of his employers were heard to tell one of her castmates, and yes, your lips look like a baboon's ass, where you can hear another castmate saying, Selena, now that's low. Even she thought it was too far, but not Carlos, because he's what? He's messy. He has also been accused of taking the rights of one of his partners, Mr. Todd Tucker, his wife's nationally known music group's story away from them and not saying a thing. Even went as far as to try and to get her mother to spill some of the tea, knowing that it is hard for Miss Joyce, Mama Joyce to you all, not to spill tea. But he didn't care because by any means necessary with Carlos, it's by any means necessary. Then he also did something else to this castmate, Candy Barris. He gave the biggest lie, which cost him his job at Bravo, might I add. He allowed someone to say that her and her husband would try to take advantage of her after dosing her drinks. How horrible is that? But for Carlos, even that is not low enough. He then, now that he has his own production company called Kingdom Reign Entertainment, where he's now producing 2 shows on the network called OWN, LAMH and LAMH. DC. He has been accused and seen to, even though the lady brought him this show and gave him another chance at reality TV to get it right, he has been seen allowing the castmates to bully, and he has also bullied one Melody Cherie Holt over and over again. He sat on a reunion stage and told this lady that instead of her husband's mistress being a side dish, she's the whole restaurant. Is that any way to treat the star of your show that is putting money in your pockets? I think not. And I think he needs to be held liable for that. He's also, in present day, all up in Bravo's business, even though they gave him the boot back in 2017. 2017? Remember, this is 2023. Why are you over there? Why are you bothering their letters? They have their RHOPs under control. They have their RHOA, their RHOC, their RHNY. They have their letters under control. When he has people on his letters, LAMH to be exact, running amok, all up and through on. He wants to tell Bravo that they need to fire this person, do this with that person. It's not right for people to get on here and not share their stories with us when his cast does none of these things that he's telling someone else they should be doing. He needs to fire one of his daggone castmates, and we have been begging for him to cancel this lady, but yet she's still around. One Miss Destiny Payton Williams. This lady is worse than watching paint dry on a good day. She can't do nothing right, but she still gets a paycheck. She gets to get a PP loan check, a public assistance check, and a Kingdom Reign /own check. But he's worried about Ashley carrying a bone. At least she does her job. At least she does it correctly. We can't even get that from Destiny. Also, he has this non-talking mother on his channel. I promise y'all, I am not image of this lady, because that is a word she uses. She means envious, but she loves to say image. She thinks people being her naked of the woods. She likes to make things like Mackie pie. What is a Mackie pie? This lady doesn't even know that sauteed shrimps are cooked. But he's so worried about RHOP while LAMH is falling down. It's falling down so much that we, the reviewers, don't even know if we want to go back and review the show this upcoming season because it's the devil's spawn. So I'm going to close with this. Carlos King is messy. He needs to mind the business that pays him. And I would like you to find him guilty for those things, for being messy and not knowing when to shut the hell up. Thank you, Judge. I rest.
So, as much as I appreciate the spirit of your opening statement, okay, we want to stick to what he has said about the women on RHOP, because if we fall down his LAMH booby trap, we'll be here for hours and hours and hours, and I'm not Mooney Long. I'm your courtship, or Judge Nola, however you want to say it. Okay. Defense attorney, go ahead with your statements.
Thank you, your courtship. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I would like to defend said defendant Carlos the King. Carlos the King. Last name is King, but they call him the King. You know, like Martin Luther the King. Okay, so we gonna go with that. We gonna start with that. He's the King. So anybody that's the king should not be arrested or put to jail or be prosecuted. Definitely not guilty of anything when you got the king on your. It don't go together. Just does not go together. So anyway, my client, Carlos King, he has changed the face of reality. Do you understand what I'm saying? He has changed the face of reality TV. I mean, where would we be without Atlanta Housewives? Where would we be without R&B divas? Where would we be without Carlos's mindset and his vision? I don't understand how you could say get out of somebody. He needs to go get his own business. His business is making y'all tell your business. That's what reality TV is. That's his business as an EP, the first, might I add, the first Black EP for Housewives franchise, period. So check your facts, okay? Let's check your facts. So just with that alone, we know doggone well he can't be guilty, because if he was, how are we on anything, any of his platforms, any of his, in your courtship has already said, we're not gonna talk about any other thing that he has on under his credit. We're not gonna talk about any of that other stuff other than this whack cast that really showed they behinds. And I'm so glad that they're on the docket, Miss Giselle Bryant and Miss I was gonna say Dixon, but it's just so Monster came to my head first. But Miss Robyn Monster Dixon, yeah, those two, I'm so happy they're on the docket, because what he has done for them alone, they would have no shady podcast. They wouldn't have no reasonably shady if it wasn't for him. I understand that. Carlos is compassionate. We've seen this man sit up here and cry in front of the whole wide world, talking to his cast that he produces, his cast who he pays. He's very compassionate. Couldn't be guilty of anything of the sorts that the prosecution is trying to put on him. Never could be. He really cares about his cast. So there's no way that he could be guilty of that. He's revamped. We're not even going to talk about how many countless people he has revamped their careers. Kenya Moore, love her, but Kenya Moore would not be a household name in these streets right now if she wasn't on the Housewives. Would not be. Housewives wouldn't be here if it wasn't for. Okay. So going back to, he could not be guilty. He couldn't. He just could not be guilty other than bringing us good content. Now he cannot be accused and guilty of something that somebody else is doing. Robyn, Giselle, and anybody else that's lying on the cast. But we'll get to them on the docket a little bit later. Like I said, he has revamped careers. Sure, he's been known to show favoritism. Let's go here with it. A lot of women have more than one child. We say we don't have favoritism, but somehow, some way, you ask your children, and your children gonna tell you, "Oh yeah, she got favoritism. Her favorite is wow. Her favorite is woo." That's what happens with mothers. This is what's happening with Carlos. He, as the creator, yeah, he's gonna have. It's not as there's so much he has favorites. It's like who's showing me reality TV? Who's being truthful? Who is bringing the real to reality TV? So it's his fault because people want to lie and try to pull his name through the mud? Oh no, sorry, Bob. We're not going there. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. So today I will find my client Carlos Kang not guilty of anything but bringing smiles to our faces and agreeing with him when his lying cast is being liars. It's not his fault. And I will prove today that my client is not guilty. And get out my face. I'm sorry, not you, Judge.
Whew. It got a little feisty at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Prosecuting attorney, go ahead with their opening statements. Well, your case.
So I first would like to say that he may need to get a new lawyer because Carlos King never worked on RHOP. He was gone. Um, Also, this case is about him not minding the business that pays him yet again. He tells his cast that if anybody asks you anything about your real life, you ain't got to say nothing. You can just lie and talk about the businesses that you don't have, that you like to say you do have. You can talk about you having the money that you say you have, but you don't have. But then he wants to go over to Bravo and tell them what they should and shouldn't do and what they should and should not talk about. Yet again, pot, meat, cattle. That's what his middle name should be. Carlos Pot Meets Kettle King. That's what he needs to start calling himself. Okay? So, the other day, he's online. Well, they're lying and they're doing. You have made a life out of people lying. Isn't that why you're called the messy, messy king? Isn't that why? You have been getting paid to tell people to lie since 2008 when you started in reality TV, sir. You have no legs to stand on. Leave Andy alone, brother. They have let you go. They don't want you. They have fired your ass. Okay? Remember that. So while you sit in your shoe closet, throwing all the skeletons and the bones out of theirs.
Excuse me, one moment. I'm going to ask the prosecuting attorney to use figurative language as YouTube now finds us and strikes our video from being monetized for cussing. Thank you.
Heard that.
I
Yes.
apologize, Your Honor, but this messy
It's
king
fine,
right here
ma'am.
brings it out of me sometimes. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I understand. Sometimes we get a little spirited, but I would very much like to get paid. As no super chats are coming through and no cash apps are coming through. I would very much like to get paid off of this court session.
And I would too, because you have fined the hell out of people and I'm scared. I need to make money. I'm sorry. Also, he said that Ashley only carries bones. She shouldn't be on the cast. She hasn't had this. If nobody else deserves to be on the RHOP cast, it's Ashley Darby. Do you know the things and the scandals that she has went through to keep this show going? Her husband has been known to grab botoxes, pushing on people that don't want to be pushed on, propositioning people. This man was shown on the screen in his Speedos, because those weren't underwear, those were Speedos. He looks like Freddy Krueger, like he's old Gollum. And if that lady had to lay with that man and bear children with him, why should she be fired? I don't understand it. She's the only one giving and contributing to the plot lines. Giselle has never had a plot line. Robyn has never had a plot line. But every time they come on his shows, he sits there and pump them up, make them think that they're doing such a good job. But now and all of a sudden, while he's in his closet, they need to go. They need to be fired. Carlos, hush. Hush. Ooh.
Ooh, hush.
Thank you, Judge. It's not right. It's not fair. We don't want to hear from you. You have been riding the RHOP train all week, and the stop is right here. No more chugga, 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 chugga. No, get off. You're thrown off. You can't come back. Ain't no more room. It's too many hobos up here already, and you are acting like a hobosexual by trying to ride the tails of RHOP and their drama. It's not about you. They didn't want you. They don't want you, and they did not ask for your input. So leave it alone and let it go. Okay?
I'm dead in the water.
He's
I'm
waiting.
dead in the water.
Go talk to him. Nobody else wants to talk to you. Nobody in RHOP wants to talk to you. Go buy that man a suit that fit. Okay?
Oh my God. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. pack your bag.
Ooh, snap.
You leave. Or HOP don't need you back with me. I was like, I couldn't resist when she says not right. Like Whitney automatically popped in my head. Oh my God, the judge.
I had to restrain myself from singing as well, Judge.
I'm going to fine the judge $1 trillion because you're supposed to remain impartial, Judge. Got me in here fighting myself. It's not right. Okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. A defense
We need
attorney.
to go back to LAMH.
Defense attorney, my God. Child, take the flow. Good God.
Thank you, your courtship. I appreciate you for
Yes, girl, use the new name, your courtship.
yeah.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, it just comes off. It just comes off very well.
Yeah.
Your courtship, I appreciate you.
I'm about to. I'm not
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna say that.
Don't find yourself. Don't do it.
I'm gonna say it anyway, and I'm gonna go ahead and find myself to not get a paycheck no more. I'm about to text Bay and be like, call me your courtship.
Jesus. She needs $5 trillion on that one. Good Lord. She got a new name in the bedroom, y'all.
Courtship. Oh, go ahead. Okay. I'm sorry.
So here's the thing. Like I said, my defendant has so many accolades and things. It would take all day for me to really go into what he has brought to reality TV. And reality TV is really what is the word? It's complex. It's not just like a black and white thing. There's no right or wrong answer. So for Carlos King to, be the CEO of his production company, which is on the number one, has the number one shows on. I just can't, I don't understand how you can find him guilty when he has these accolades and that we are all being thoroughly entertained by what he is bringing to the table. You are holding his feet to the fire for other people's problems. And you're saying, oh, he needs to get out of other people's business. We all in everybody's business. So we all need to go prosecution. We all need to get out of everybody's business, or we should not, because if that's the case, we should not be in court. We should not be on YouTube. We should not be watching reality TV. That makes no sense.
Well, maybe we shouldn't.
Prosecuting attorney, you do not have the floor. You did not object. That's a fine of $3 million. Jesus. It is not your turn. You approach the bench. You ask to approach the bench. You ask for a sidebar from your honor, or you object. You do not interrupt the defense attorney while she is defending her client. If you do so again, I will find you in contempt of court. And I wish my bailiff, who like to always put people up in her handcuffs, was here right now. Because I have a feeling we're going to need them trusty handcuffs for the prosecuting attorney to go clink clink if she interrupts the defense one more time while delivering her case. You are serving your client no justice.
I don't have any.
By interrupting the defense attorney. And no, Kenny, nobody wants to be Carlos the Stinking Cane. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, that was funny. let me get to the comments because I have something else pulled up. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you, your courtship. Your courtship. Thank you so very much. So as I was saying, Carlos King has been doing his job very, 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 very well, especially if the prosecution is saying and stating that he is in everybody else's business. In order to get reality TV, he has to be in everybody else's business so that he can hold their feet to the fire, as he has to do with Robyn now, because she wants to lie on reality TV. Not even lie, withhold truth, withhold information, withhold everything. But we're going to her on the day because she's a mess and a half, but she's making my client look bad.
Excuse me, Your Honor, am I on trial or is her client on trial? Because she's making her statements about me.
Listen, this is not, either you object to the line
I'm
of
saying I'm trying to ask. That's what I'm doing.
then you say objection, Your Honor, and then you tell me what it's based on.
Your
Is this
Honor.
the real Annalise?
Objection. I object. I object. I object. This lady
What
is
are you
making her
objecting
case
to?
about me and not her client. I am doing my job right now. I am prosecuting her client. So for her to call me cuckoo and a lot of all the other names, I really don't think that should be allowed.
Well,
I don't
cuckoo
use the
is
word
you.
cuckoo. I don't even know how to spell cuckoo. I don't use that word. I never said
Crazy,
The
deranged.
attorneys was using its adjectives to describe your statements, which is allowed.
No, she was describing me. She
Objection
said, I
overruled.
am.
Objection overruled. And once I
Oh,
give
this
my
court is
statement, you
biased. The
be
court really
quiet,
is
or
biased.
you get cut out of my court. Now, I don't think you want to tangle with me today, Miss Annalise.
Annalise
I
is
don't think you.
always
I don't
ready
think you
for
want to tangle with me. I'm not none of these judges you dealt with before. I can see through you and your bad wigs, and the kitten heels and the walk that you walk.
it. So now the judge is going to defame me?
So I need you to be quiet and let the defense attorneys rest. We have two more cases.
This is a biased court.
Fine of $5 million. Go ahead, defense attorney.
if I can, Your Honor, I think that you might as well let my defendant go because the prosecution is. I mean, one more outburst, you might as well let him go. But anywho, all I'm saying is we really have good TV because of Carlos. My apologies to the prosecution if she felt that I was coming for her. I really was not coming for you, Miss Prosecution Lady, Miss Keaton, and Elise, whomever. I was not coming for you. I was really trying to get the jury involved in understanding how reality TV works and how the two, when you keep saying the pot calling the kettle and Carlos is the pot calling the kettle king. Like I'm just trying to get them to understand how reality TV really works. It really works when you are telling the reality of your life in that moment, what's really going on. And that's all he really wants. Not him so much prying in people's business. In order to get, do you know how many people are in his DMs and how many people probably come up to him? Oh, I want a reality show. I'll tell you all my business. So I don't think he's in the business of really prying for business, getting in everybody's business. That's just the reality show. That's how his executive producing works. That's just how it is. So yeah, I really don't find Carlos King guilty. I really feels like he is putting money in people's pockets. He is making them even more famous because you were seeing them every week when it's their season. I just don't understand how you can't understand that he's very empathetic and sympathetic to his cast members. He doesn't look out. He's not trying to throw them under the bus. You know what I mean? He's not trying to go tell all your business so everybody can talk about you. I don't see that, and that's what I feel like the prosecution is holding his feet to, and I don't believe he's guilty of that. He is guilty of doing his job. Simple and plain. Barbara.
Lord Karma, I tried to take it easy on you on the fines, but clearly you don't understand who I am. I am Judge Noller. Purr.
Courtshipper.
Purr. Okay. So clearly you don't understand who I am. There's no bias, and Carlos King could never pay me for anything. And you'll understand that depending on what the jury votes, okay? But for trying me in my court, I took it easy on you on your first two fines. I'm going to sentence you to be in a women's prison for 365 days times 12.
Don't like that, do you? Don't like that, do you?
365 days times 12. And on top of that, I'm going to sentence you your fine. Okay, your fines and penalties, okay, will be $5,235,525,237, and of course, 99 cents. I would expect you to try Jesus, but don't try me.
Your courtship.
And like the video.
Your courtship.
Yes.
Piece to Mateo said, that Lord Karma will be sleeping with the guards.
That's why we sending Lord Karma to the women's prison and not the men's prison, because he already said that he wanted a shower with the men's as a vacation for him. Lord Karma trying to go to prison, but he going to the wrong one, not the one that he wants. Not the one that he wants. Expert witness, do you have any testimony for or against the king? Or you hear from the prosecution or the defense?
For the prosecution, Your Honor.
Okay.
First and foremost, thank you, your courtship, for allowing
Hold on. Say it again.
Your courtship.
Go ahead.
Okay. First piece of evidence is that he's always whining about how, and more recently, how Real Housewives of Atlanta, its 6th season was the best season because he was the showrunner, even though he has his own things going on, and we are no longer looking to the past, we're looking to the future. He keeps flip-flopping between, on one Robyn Dixon and one Giselle Bryant, no other name because she's not married, who are going to be in this court in a few. He keeps flip-flopping on them. 1 minute he likes them, 1 minute he doesn't. 1 minute they are the best, 1 minute they are terrible. 1 minute they tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Like everybody's supposed to do in your courtship. And the next minute they're liars who need to be fired. He was sued by Elise Neal because stage equipment fell on her on Hollywood Divas, and that is why they never came back. He's calling for people to lose their jobs because they lied to him in the sense of Robyn and Giselle lied to him about certain things that just recently came out, and he feels like they should be fired. Yes. Even though he cannot make those decisions when it comes to who's going to get fired because he no longer works for Bravo, but for some reason he's very delusional and doesn't understand that you no longer work for Bravo. You hold no power to fire anyone. He still wears those chunky rings. Where is it? I will show you. He still has this, this chunky ring right here. He's always wearing it, as y'all can see. He's always got this chunky ring right here on, even though we've told him, and he was sentenced to, the last time he came up into the courtship's court, to stop wearing those rings. He knew about this supposed meeting between the Housewives of Potomac to talk about what storyline was going to happen this season. And he truly knew about what was going to happen, but he said nothing because he didn't believe it. His words, not mine. He's cat baiting people. That's the new catfishing term. Yes. Because once again, like I told you, Carlos, aka Carlo with a beard, versus Carlos without a beard. We don't know that person. That's a whole new person. Judge, if you still have those pictures, if you could show the court, if you still have them.
Oh, let me see if they're still admitted into evidence.
He wants to still be relevant when it comes to the Housewives, even though, once again, he no longer works for Bravo. He no longer
does not still have those. I sent them for filing documentation on the previous case because the filing system of StreamYard only lets me hold so much, and you submitted so much evidence for the case that's the next cases that's coming up.
That's fine, Your Honor. Once again, he doesn't work for Bravo. He wants to be in bed with Bravo, and Bravo keeps telling him, you can't come back. He keeps on knocking, but they're not letting him in. They're not. He lets others fight his battles, especially when it comes to the, stealing the life story of one, group we all know as Escape, and then trying to trick their parents into, doing interviews with them. He allowed one Tamar Braxton to fight on his behalf, even though he never said a thing about it. He feels like Ashley Darby should be fired from the show because she serves nothing and she doesn't share anything, even though, quite frankly, she has carried a lot of the show on her back by exposing us to her husband, Schmeagle. On top of that, he claims that, He would never have anyone on his cast that does not share anything, even though it's been admitted and said by most of his cast members that they do have meetings about what they will and won't talk about. All in all, when Carlos King is a hypocrite, he is delusional, and he's always cat baiting people with the beard, no beard. One minute he has a beard, one minute he doesn't. And we are sick of the chunky rings. We want you to give the chunky rings a break, okay? You can poke somebody's eye out with these, because I believe I saw him with a chunky ring with a spike in the middle. He's harmful. He's a menace to society, your courtship. And with that being said, that is it. That's all I have for evidence.
Now, now we will move to closing statements by the prosecuting attorney. Go ahead.
All I have to say is that Carlos is the king of messy, 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 and he needs to be stopped and held and told to go back to the other side of the tracks, which is LAMH, and worry about those people over there and leave RHOP to the people that are getting paid to worry about them. He needs to learn to play well with others and to treat all cast members equally, not having favoritism. You can't tell someone that they don't have to tell their real life stories, but then dig and dive into someone else's life story and make them feel like dirt. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not okay. And Carlos should be found guilty. I rest.
Defense attorney, go ahead with your closing statements.
Like I said before, Carlos King has brought nothing but smiles, giggles, and laughs to um, a lot of people's faces over the last, oh, wow, 15 years or so, maybe, I think. Um, I I understand where the prosecution is coming from. I do. I can see where she's going with it. But like I said, you are trying to hold his feet to the fire as if he is don't have a job to do. His job is to get the cast, whomever cast it is. In this case, we're talking about what Robyn and them. Whatever cast he has going on, it's his job to make them tell their business because they're on a reality TV show. I don't think that he has broken any laws or did anything wrong for him to get them to tell or really do their job, which is get on the reality TV and do reality. Do what is your reality, not come play in our faces as if we're not going to find out because you know we are. So Carlos King has been doing his job and doing his job very well. Yes, he does not belong to Bravo, but like I said before, he is the number one show, has the number one show on. So we don't need Bravo. And as far as him being fired or let go from Bravo, that's funny because they're still using his formula, the formula he put there in place, and Andy ain't doing a good job. So while y'all trying to put that on, like, and he's trying to be Andy, don't have to be. He is Carlos the King, so he doesn't have to be Andy. Andy, you came after Carlos, okay? Let's be clear. So my client, Carlos the King, Carlos Reginald King, Carlos pot calling the kettle King, Carlos the Libra, born on October 2nd, and I'm a Libra too, so I'm really gonna ride for you, my dog. Hey, all I'm saying is you're not guilty in my book, and if the courtship does not agree, that's fine. Jurors, if you don't agree, you guys have your freedom of speech, and you guys can send them up the river. All I'm saying is, remember, the reason why we are here is because he brought this to the table. We would not be even in this realm talking about a lot of these shows if it wasn't for Carlos. So Find him guilty if you want to, but be clear. If he leaves and let's put him in jail, we will not get these good shows. So be all to our demise if we put him in jail. And that's why I'm going to rest on that. Think about the shows and how good they make you feel and how he brought that to us. That's what I need you guys to understand, jurors, and your courtship. We rest.
And while y'all thinking about that, jurors, I need y'all to go ahead and put a 1 in the chat for guilty, 2 in the chat for innocent, 1 in the chat for guilty, 2 in the chat for innocent. And while we're doing that, we're gonna leave you with this commercial.
Mark your calendar for a night to remember. Best Reality Star 2K23 Awards Show, February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BSTV2K23Awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available from now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot, so swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
Well, I see here. You all have spoken, my God. The jury has spoken. They have spoken, and I see way more 1s.
I do too. But I like what Too Feisty said.
Oh, you was windmilling for your client tonight. You was definitely windmilling. Like, I don't even need no lights right now, okay? Because it was all the solar windmill power, not the solar, the windmill power from you tonight. Okay, this is all the windmill power. So I see nothing but 1s. Ooh, somebody said the juror are haters, but we have to go. This is a majority rules verdict, and majority says that he is guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it is now time for sentencing. Carlos the King with the tarnished crown. I sentence you to stop being a bitter Betty. Every time you want to do something and open up your mouth, you always want to draw it into relation and correlation with Bravo. Stop being bitter. You're giving bitter baby mama. You're giving bitter baby mama to Bravo that you just won't let it go, let it go. They don't want you. They don't want your production. They don't want your talents. They don't want the like thereof. Meanwhile, I mean, we did get a dungeon series from Candy from it. But ultimately, you are out of line and you step over bounds. You speak of things that you don't need to speak of. You open your mouth when it does not need to be open. You were the right messenger and at the wrong time, Carlos. You were doing great until you opened up your mouth, and thus henceforth said that no one would be on your cast if they shared such things about their life that they did not set on camera. Meanwhile, just a mere 3 weeks ago, Carlos the King, okay, you sat with your cast on stage and presented to the world that they have a meeting and discuss what won't be discussed, i.e., Marceau and Tisha's alleged infidelities in their marriage, i.e., Maurice hanging out till 4:30 in the morning, Carlos the King. So you are in no room to talk. You admittedly let people not say certain things about their marriages and about the things you admittedly was on the phone with one Melody Cherie Nayholt and the alleged mistress side piece. And you tried to act surprised about it, but you were not surprised about it. You were all for the mess, and honestly, if she would have took the salary that you were lowballing her for, you would have put it on the shelf. But because she did not want to work for your pennies, because she did not want to implode her life for your pennies that you were willing to offer, you want to sit here and play dumb with us. You, my good sir, have no rights to say what goes on with another show and what makes reality TV fake. Because by the same token of what you admonish these women, or better yet, dragged these women for, you would have to fire 95% of your cast. Because whether we like them or not, the truth of the matter is the only ones of your cast who show their truth is one Melody Cherie and one lame, baldhead, milk dud, Roger looking off of American Dad, alien, Martell Holtz. Those are the only two people on the LAMH cast that shows their real life. So you are guilty of being the pot meets kettle. I find you guilty. I find you never to speak on Bravo shows again. I find you to stop interviewing them because that paycheck is never coming back. That ship has sailed. I find you to stop being image of Andy and go ahead and find your own lane and walk in it, because you definitely have the opportunity to move and do things. I find you to stop crying for men. I find you to stop crying for men who treat women horribly and then turn around and tell said woman, what could she have done better? Okay. I find you to go ahead and stop wearing them gaudy suits, and I find you to stop airbrushing your hairline. At least go get a new lace front. The airbrush went out when Steve Harvey lining was exposed.
For real.
Okay. I also find you to a fine of $3 trillion and consulting me on Kingdom Reign Productions. And with that being said, we are moving on.
Next case.
Next case.
True peace. And peace to Mateo. Got it all right, boy. Crying for men who don't want nothing to do with you, Carlos.
Okay.
That's just sad.
Crying.
Well,
It's Zaddy. Oh, I saw my mom in the comments. I can't see that. Next case. The next case.
hey, mama.
The next case is the case of the lying last lady. And I do mean last lady. The imitation white diamonds. Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful that one sleeve here has 3 rows of jewels that don't match in size. And this sleeve here has 2 rows of jewels that don't match in size. My God. My God, how dreadful. How dreadful. How dreadful. How dreadful. But we're going to move on and proceed with the case. And before we continue with the case, okay, we will acknowledge the mother of this house and of this courtroom. I just saw her comment. Where we?
Yes, I've seen it.
That is Mama Nola is in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to
Mommy.
Mama page. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, this is Black History Month. Mama Nola gonna be putting out a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, she speak life. I read people for filth. Okay, so don't go to Mama page expecting to get a reading. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get some uplifting. You're gonna get some Black knowledge. You're gonna get some Black history. You're gonna get some cultivating. For your spirit, learn what our ancestors went through, what we are still going through and facing in these days. Okay, you're not going to get a good old read over there, but you are going to learn some history, and we all need to learn our history, because if you do not learn from history, you are bound to repeat it, and I am one who will not repeat history. Okay, so y'all say hey, Mama Nola, in the chats.
Hey, because we were listen. The one who does not know history is always bound to repeat it, and we don't do that over here.
I did not know none of that.
You gotta let us try. You have to be a non-biased juror.
Dang.
Neck is guilty. Next case.
My perfume, mommy.
Guilty. Next case. Who is still the most anointed one talking? Not the last lady.
That's what she's trying to. That's what she's. She's giving the tagline. I think that's what that was.
That's what she giving a tagline, because
that's what it was. I hope you ain't saying it to say it.
Cause baby, she would never anoint me or nothing. When I'm gonna get the spirit of broken heart from Hampton. Ooh. No God. Not y'all not ready to vote right now. Prosecution, go ahead with
I
your
ain't got
open.
nothing. Dang. Uh-oh. Sis, you got your microphone off? Or did you step away from the building?
I apologize. I apologize. I apologize.
Oh.
Well, like the judge said, I am here to prosecute and help you guys find the last lady, never the first. Giselle Gizzard Neck Bryant, guilty of being uncouth, having an unassuming face and neck, never being able to put an outfit together if her life depended on it. Her wigs are made in the barn that she has built onto the side of her house. She has come at every husband of her castmates since season 1 with the most vicious lies, untruth, and fallacies. She's even went as far as to try and say that a castmate's child wasn't her husband's, but the trainer. When this right here, I have evidence, shows, and she can't even keep a man. She hasn't had a man since a man had her. And this right here is the reason. No man wants to deal with that. If you can't suck on a straw, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else coming after that. She also got a fight started in season 5 with Monique Samuels and one Candace Dillard Bassett by bumping into Monique, and it was on from there. Then after that, she tried to act as if she was afraid of Monique, brought a bodyguard to the meeting in order to start the campaign of get Monique off this show because my mouth is reckless and I don't want her to come after me next. She makes her kids live in a mausoleum where the inside is decorated like Alice in Wonderland. She had her cast sitting outside in the construction zone, which she called a house, and said that they would have to use porta potties until her good girlfriend, air quotes, told her it would not be right to do so. This lady dresses like a bag lady, people. This lady cannot get an outfit right for anything. It can be a cute outfit and she will dismantle it in order to make it look horrible. Her hairstylist doesn't like her because he puts these god awful wigs on her head. And then he doesn't even pull them to the front of her forehead. Her baby hairs start in the middle of her head half of the time, you guys. And this season, she said that someone husband wanted to know if she was a sneaky link. With the ankles and cankles that this lady held, she can't sneak anywhere because her feet are so heavy, you hear her coming 10 miles away. She said this man wanted to see if she was a sneaky link, and she felt uncomfortable being in a room alone with him, but she's the one that took him in the room. She knew her hairstylist was gone. She knew everyone was gone, but she still went in her room.
Thanksgiving, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute. Go ahead.
Yes, her wigs should have eulogies. They really should. And Mama D would be a good person to write it up for her.
Shout out to Team Mama D. Vote, 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 Mama D. Vote, 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 vote. I'm
Stop
sorry.
being. You can't be. Vote whatever you want to. Not Mama D. Nothing. Just go vote what you want to vote. Stop trying to.
She's
We encourage you to vote, but if you don't vote, Mama D, you're gonna be fined 250,000. But
Monopoly money,
I
y'all.
don't
Monopoly money, y'all. Monopoly money. You got monopoly money. Go ahead. Get fined. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
just
Sorry.
vote. Just vote.
Keisha.
Just vote. Sorry.
her clothes are so horrendous that her daughters take every chance that they get on the screen to talk about her and dog her to the ground. Those kids, she has freaking destroyed those kids' eyeballs that she needs to also be fined to get them retina surgery because the things that this lady wears is god awful. It doesn't make any sense. She is so mean, vile, and nasty because she's too scared to tell us and to live in her truth. She wants to be able to say that she loves Robyn, but she can't because she's worried about the optics of things. This lady attacked a first lady in church after sleeping with said first lady's husband, only to get the position as first lady and to not want to do any first lady duties. She can't dress like a first lady. She can't pray like a first lady. She can't do a program like a first lady. She don't have the right hats to be a first lady. This lady went to the reunion dressed like a white diamond perfume bottle. She has knocked off, I think the lady name is Cups by Thick Girl. She has been knocking off her cups. She dressed as one of this lady's cups, her bedazzled, bejeweled cups for the anniversary. She has 4 toes in her shoes, and her other toes are gripping the floor. Her straps look like they're about to give way at any time. She needs to be found guilty because the things that she made those shoes go through are not right, not okay. I will prove to you guys that this lady is vile. She's low down. She's disgusting. She doesn't know barriers. She don't know bounds. And she just really needs to be put down and put away for a good while because we all need to heal from the antics and the clothing and the hair that this lady has made us watch for 7 whole seasons. Her etiquette is so bad that the Grand Dame of Potomac went and bought her an etiquette book. But what did she do? She threw it away. She's an AKA, and she treats her sorority sister as if she is the gum on the bottom of her shoe. And she wants to say this beautiful, gorgeous, melanated woman is jealous of Marilyn Manson's twin sister. How dreadful. I rest for now, but I have a lot more coming up. Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense attorney, go ahead with your opening statement. Oh wait, and once again, shout out Mama Nola. She said hello to the court.
Hello.
We gotta pay homage because without Mama Nola,
You ever
you
be no
wouldn't
good?
have what's my name? What's my
Your
name?
court-
You wouldn't
Your
have
courtship.
You wouldn't have your
Mama,
courtship. You
Mama, I
wouldn't
need
have
my
your courtship.
perfume, mommy. I need my perfume.
Oh, I gotta
Two,
send you her. I gotta send
two
you her
bottles.
cash app. I gotta send you her cash
Yeah,
app, cutie.
yeah, so I can get it. My daughter's been asking. I'm like, we put the order in. So anyway, y'all better get your perfume from mommy because she got it going on.
Yes,
Just
Mama
saying.
got some good smelling perfume. Good smelling perfume. And she
Oh, yeah,
gave
for
it
real.
to Cutie for a birthday present. Now
Oh my
Cutie want to
God.
order 2 bottles because the children done
Two.
sprayed off
I need my own
perfume.
bottle. No, for real. Hey, I had other perfume for my birthday. I still have that. I don't have hers. That's how good it was. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was name brand shit too. And I ain't fronting. I ain't trying to promote because it's Nola's mama. I'm dead serious that Mom's perfume is the bomb. For real, for real. It smells good and it stays smelling good. Like stay smelling on you. Like I love that stuff. So yeah, I need my bottles, mommy. And when I get them and she give you my cash app, I will be sending it to you as soon as I can. So
Mm.
it's her fault. I ain't
I'll
got it. It's her.
text it to you. Go ahead with your opening statement.
All right. Opening statements for thank you, your courtship. Um, Men and women of the jury, prosecution, and of course my courtship, and the absence of the bailiff included. I am here to defend one, my defendant, Giselle Bryant. Um, I would ask for the court, the jurors, and anyone within the sound of my voice to pray for me as I defend this client of mine because she's been getting a bad rap for a long time. So please pray for us as I defend my client. Anywho, my client, Giselle Bryant, formerly a first lady, formerly the wife of Jamal Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant. Um, so let's just start there. Let's just kind of go from the beginning. She couldn't be all bad if a pastor wanted her. Let's just go there. Um, you better put yourself on mute before I have to come through that phone and this computer, because you know it's about to get hard for a sister. Anyway, Miss Giselle Bryant is a former first lady. She is formerly the ex-wife of the pastor Jamal Bryant. They have three beautiful children, a set of twins, and an older daughter that I think is 18. Will be 18 this year, maybe, and then the twins are 17, I believe, or they turn 16. They'll be 17 this year. Anyway, she is a really good mother. The reason why my client does not dress as well as everyone would like her to is because she spends all her money on dressing her children, as so many mothers have done over how many countless years. I'm a mother of 5, and I'm a grandmother of 2, and I have, took my time and pulled away from buying me something nice and went ahead and bought my children something nice. So if she's guilty of not dressing well, it's probably because she's spending most of her money on her teenage children. There's 3 of them, 3 teenage daughters. Y'all do the math on how much money that's going to cost: beauty supplies, makeup, clothing, shoes. Yeah, of course Giselle doesn't dress well to other people. She's thankful that she got clothes to put on her back, I'm sure, along with her house. Everybody's trying to call her house a Lego home, and how many of you guys own your own home and can add whatever you want whenever you want to your home? Stop being a hater, okay? It's not cute on nobody. Doesn't look good on you, okay? She bought her home. She bought some property. Yes, maybe her home does not look good to you guys, but it's perfectly fine for her and her children. So much room. East wing, west wing. Maybe it looks Lego-ish. Hey, she got wings, honey, and they're flying. So don't be mad. What else can I say about my client? Is an EP from the show that she is on. Did you guys know that she's the executive producer? So just that alone lets you know that she has high stakes in her in her endeavors. So why would she sabotage her franchise? It makes no sense. It would make no sense. So like I said, she's an EP. So her and Carlos do have a great relationship. And is it her fault that Robyn, her being Batman, Giselle being Batman, and her Robyn literally wants to do what she does? It's not her fault that she got a shadow. It's not her fault that she has a follower. It's not her fault she got a #1 fan that goes up for her. We all should have one. I know I do. I have 5 of them. They are my children. I don't have none of my friends going up like her, but I mean, it wouldn't. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to have somebody that would go up so tough for you. lose your husband because you so far in this person's behind. I'm just saying, Robyn goes really hard for Giselle. Giselle doesn't do any wrong. So maybe we should take out a page out of Robyn's book. Maybe we should give Giselle the benefit of doubt. She was cheated on by one Bryant, Pastor Bryant. You know, she put it on the reality show. Everybody knows about it. She didn't keep that from us. She made sure that everybody knew that. I don't know if her children like that, but you know, she kept it 100. Reality TV. This is what she does. Can't be guilty of doing what you're supposed to do on reality TV. Tell reality. What's your reality? So, like I said, I don't understand how you could see her being guilty of anything like that. Giselle actually should be getting an award. You know, she should get an award for. She should get an award for carrying her friend Robert Monster, carrying her for 7 years. Have you guys tried to carry your friend for 7 years on your back? It's going to get tiresome. She ain't broke a sweat. She ain't got on crutches. She ain't did none of it. She ain't did none of that. She carried her friend for 7 years, got her back, and then here it is. Robyn lies, and now she gets thrown in. Oh, okay, Giselle, you've been lying too. Like, no, Robyn's on the docket. We'll keep her on the docket, but don't put me on there. I've done nothing but be an EP. I've been an upstanding mother. I've been cheated on by my pastor husband. Put it in front of all of you guys for y'all to slander me and do whatever you want. And you want to find her guilty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We all know that. So when we say that, just because you don't think she dressed fly or looks good or hair doesn't come, you know, it looks like her wig is not fitting correctly in your eyes. If she looks in the mirror and likes what she sees, there's nothing guilty about that. I really don't believe there's nothing guilty about Giselle looking in the mirror and thinking she looks good. Okay, it's nothing wrong with resting on beauty, resting on pretty. Some people do it, some people can't. So you're mad because you cannot, or are you mad at her because she can? I'm trying to figure it out. Giselle is good reality TV. She don't read very well because in her heart, she's really a really good person. So her reads don't come off as good as other people with a hard, harsh, stone cold heart. That's why her reads don't come off so well. That's why. Because in behind all the hurt and pain that Jamal has put her through, she still stands strong and stands high. Looks like the sky vodka bottle in her blue dress. She also looks like the white diamonds. Whatever you want to say about my client. But what you're not going to say is that she don't look good. You can think it, but you can't say it. If you say it, you're lying. So I say that to say, I am going to defend my client to the depths of the earth. I don't care what the prosecution has 1,000,001 things to say about my client. I know my client is not guilty because she rests on beauty from the inside out. That's all I have now.
I feel like I should give you a fine because I have never heard such a crock presented before the court in all my years of being a judge.
I need you to put a piece to Mateo, please, because he got it right. At 644, go on, put that up. At 644, what do you say? CC is right about that. Let's get it right.
I had already played that comment. We don't go back.
You couldn't see it. Couldn't see
I
it.
had already put it up there.
I was in my zone. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
LNV, I'm gonna need you as a juror to pay attention to what's going on here. She's the defense attorney, not the prosecutor. Prosecuting attorney, the floor is yours.
The prosecutor is that
Jesus, I'm muted. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not to mess up the court.
One moment. Hi, Your Honor. Hi to the court. Send your address. Thank you.
I got
said,
you.
okay.
I got you, honey. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Excuse me before you start. Juror 2 you have been called to jury duty several times. Juror 2 Feisty, aka 2 Fairy. I'm going to need you to know that you do not vote before we see all of the evidence. I'm finding you. I love you, 2 Fairy, but I gotta find you. But I'm gonna find you on the low end because I love you, 2 Fairy. 2 million. Go ahead, prosecuting attorney.
Low end. Well, I just would like to start off and say that her attorney said that she's an EP on RHOP. In what lifetime? She's not an EP. Carlos likes to call her that. She's never been an EP. She's everything plain. That's an EP she can be. Never an EP on the show because everything about her is plain, tacky, and horrible. But okay. She loves to share everybody's business but her own. This lady hasn't had a storyline for season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nor the season that we're in now, 7. This lady has got her best friend fired. She says best friend, I say girlfriend. She helped this lady get fired by putting her business out on Front Street, sitting back and letting the chips fall where they may. And the chips fell allegedly on Watch What Happens Live because she got fired. They fired that butt. So Giselle will do anything to keep her job, but she will sell even the love of her life, Miss Robyn Dixon, up the river if that's what it takes to keep her on the show and keep her checks going. The prosecutor said that this lady...
I'm the defendant.
I'm sorry, the defense attorney said that this lady dresses so badly because she likes to spend her money on her children. That is a lie, because Giselle has said on her podcast that when she travels with her kid, she makes them fly coach. Yes, the nosebleeds, if you was in the arena, those the bad ones where they don't even get to eat. While she flies first class.
In the arms of the angel.
So if that is spending money on your children, I would hate to see their wardrobes as well. She has also...
We've seen their... I object. We've seen their wardrobes and they dress very pretty.
I'm not saying that their wardrobes are bad. I'm saying if that's her spending her money on them, that means their outfits probably would look like hers. I'm not saying that they do, because we all know they don't.
Excuse me, we're going to take a brief intermission in the court because these schemes, piece to Mateo, is beyond Todd setting up. Okay. These schemes are running with the scamming bishop down to the church getting robbed in the cloudy diamonds. Okay. So all schemes that are brought in this court doesn't have anything to do with Todd. We only deal with bishop scheming worthy Todd, setups. Okay. So all schemes referred to in this court shall be henceforth and thus going forward declared as schemes set up by the scamming bishop. Thus it is ordered. Go ahead, prosecuting attorney.
Now knowing that she loves to put her kids in coach while she's in first class, I understand why they always look like they're embarrassed to be seen in public with her. She was knowing that she was married to the pain slayer first husband, the pastor of the church, who had a mistress named Pastor Coochie Pop. But she tried to play as if she didn't know who this man was and how he was going to break her heart. She went on national TV and disparaged this man's name and called the pastor now, the pastor, a cheater, pumpkin eater. He may have been eating pumpkins, but we know he wasn't eating her. Oh, Lord. And after she called him a cheater, pumpkin eater, she needed him to come back and save her storyline for season 5, which led Monique to break out the binder, then which led him to come and make a horrible video with his upside down cash register. Is Jamal coming? I
He's
don't
not.
know.
He came this season to the girl's birthday party.
Is Jamal? Why is Jamal stuck in your phone? Because Jamal's never coming. He barely wants to answer.
Excuse me. Listen, I don't know what Creflo Dollar got going on. Okay, I grew up waking up in the morning to seeing Creflo Dollar, and let me just have my delusions about Creflo Dollar. If anything happened with Creflo, please don't put it in the chat. Let me stay ignorant. I'm telling you right now, I want to willfully be ignorant. I can't take no more. I can't take no more of my feelings being hurt. Again, the last straw was my pastor marrying the new last lady, Vashonda.
Yes, Lord. Her real pastor. For real,
My
for real.
real pastor.
A real
that
pastor.
I love so much.
Real
Anyway,
for real.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, your lordship, you had to deal with that. That nobody should have to deal with that.
Oh, hey, Evangelist Val, how are
Yes,
you?
Val. I was going to wait for you to say something.
Away.
Hey, Val. Miss you. Love you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She
The legendary. Go ahead.
also, I would like to reiterate the fact that she's been buttoning everybody's marriages. She has even her fake friends. She went out and told everybody that one house isn't even on the lease. Well, that wasn't a big shock because we don't even think Juan lives there. So, but she had to butt it out. She had to throw it out because that's what Giselle does. Whether you're scissoring with her or you're on the outs with her, she doesn't care. She's going to tell your business to keep from selling hers, regardless of the situation. Giselle is nobody's friend. Giselle is nobody's fashionista. Giselle can't get her hair right to save her life. And I would like to rest right here because I have closing arguments and I just don't want to keep going in on this lady because she's just so horrible. Horrible.
Miss Marva CB, I don't think you understand that I am Judge Nola. I am your courtship. The only thing that's out of order, and the only time I'm out of order is when I say I'm out of order. Thus, I find myself. But right now, I find you out of order, and I sentence you to vote for Mama D in that order at the link pinned to the chat. Defense attorney. Because you know what? You better vote. Come on. 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 Anyway, and if you don't know what we're talking about, we are talking about voting for the Best Reality 2K23 Awards. Okay. Don't be not voting now. And then when the networks pick us up and we standing on the stages and ball grounds, y'all talking about, oh, you remember when you was telling me to vote? We remember when we was telling you to vote, and we remember when you didn't vote, and therefore, thus, I have created the Hell No committee for when we move on. So if you don't want to be part of the Hell No selection, go ahead and vote. Next, go ahead, prosecuting a defense attorney. I'm sorry, defense. I feel like it just should be prosecuting, but go ahead.
Throw me away. Please. Jeez. Okay. Like I said before, first of all, I just want to go back just real quick. Jamal Bryant is the one that corrupted Giselle's mind. When he cheated on her, it made her think a whole nother kind of way. It actually got her off her kilter, and it made her think a different way. Do we agree with that at all times? No. But do we agree that she's a scorned woman? Yes. So some of the things that she does, we don't understand. Unless you've been scorned, you probably will understand. But if you have not, yeah, her movements might look a little odd to us. Not me. I've been scorned. They don't look odd to me. They look like a woman that's been scorned, and I'm trying to windmill my way out of this. So, with that being said, I'm saying she's been on 7 seasons. She's never took a rest off of a season. She's able to wiggle her way through 7 seasons without. She's put her life on the line. Like we know about Giselle. We all know about Giselle. She can't dress, like as the prosecution say. She can't. She haven't spent all her money on her children. Let the prosecution tell it. All I'm saying is she's a single mom. She has 3 daughters. Her and her ex do not live on the same state. And yes, that's hard to do. And not only that, but be in front of people telling your story in front of everybody. And then not to mention, you got a whole shadow that follows you that she may or may not even ask for. Like, I don't believe Giselle really needs Robyn to be a shadow. That's in Robyn's best interest to be a shadow because she see how good my client, the one Giselle Bryant, what she offers and brings to the Housewives of Potomac. So yeah, she wants to follow and be behind her. So is it making my client's head a little bit? Yeah, they started their podcast, and pretty much Giselle seems like she runs it, but it feels like Robyn is bringing more to the table now. But I really do feel like Giselle has brought all that she needs to bring to the table. I don't understand how she could be guilty. What are you guilty? She's gonna be guilty of not dressing well. That, like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if the prosecution thinks she doesn't dress well, and I do, who's right or wrong? If the judge thinks that Giselle's hair looks good one day and I think it looks bad another day, who's right or wrong? It's all an opinion. It all I'm saying is it's an opinion. It's an opinion. It's not fact. There is nothing factual that's holding my client to be guilty tonight. There is nothing that is holding my client to be guilty of what is she guilty of? Being on a reality show, showing herself to everyone. Just because you don't like her house, just because you don't like the way she dressed, just because you don't like the way the way she comes across on TV, that would be your problem. That don't sound like a her problem. So for me, I find my client not guilty of anything the prosecution has brought to the table. Not one thing should bring my client to a fine, spending any time in jail, or even doing community service. My client is not guilty, and I rest on that.
Expert witness, do you have testimony either for the defense or for
The prosecution, your courtship. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I have visual evidence, I have written evidence, and then I got, I got a little physical evidence with me right now. First and foremost, if you see these are the rings on Giselle's neck, the rings on her neck. Her rings are so tight, but they fit well enough that I can make them bracelets. You see, I'm wearing her rings on my wrist. Yes, the rings of her neck. And Your Honor, if you could show the court the rings on her neck. If so, because she's known to get a little Botox shot in the, the neck area to help fix that up. But as she lies and lies and lies and does all the, you see the rings, you see the rings. As she does these things, Your Honor, Peace to Mateo, he's blocking the rings on her neck. He is. Yes, as you can see the rings on her neck, as she does these things and as she lies after the Botox shot happens, it starts to wear off very quickly. And instead of Pinocchio's nose growing, it's her neck like growing and drooping. Pinocchio neck is what she is, Pinocchio neck, because that is where you can tell her lies are. Your Honor, she's also very tacky. If you could please show her clothing, Your Honor. Well, yes, Your Honor. I don't even know if that is is it felt? Well, yeah, I don't know that shirt, but that's her hair, Your Honor. There's where it looks like, yes, her hair is also a problem. This here, the hair in the clothes is a problem. I don't know what that bodysuit is. If we were able to
is that the 80s? Is that the
no,
80s?
that's more recently. That's more recently, as in maybe 4 years ago. But I'm not sure. Yes, Your Honor. See, just very tacky. The eye makeup, the rhinestone choker, and this fuchsia, hot pink, something or other. That's not really working with the look, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have to go, as I've said, I have copies of the evidence as well, as I just need you to show the picture of her with the hat on. It has some words around it. It says made in something, just so we can show the people.
Too feisty. Stop.
Is this a picture? This is the only picture that I got with the hats.
Oh, that points to another case. She claims she's a blonde, Your Honor. She claims she's a blonde, but really she's a brunette. She's been faking like she's a blonde for years, but really she's a brunette. I don't like to put evidence of children into, the as evidence. This is also the tackiness. This is her bedroom. Those are the pillows. Nothing actually matches. Why do you have silver and gold and black on the bed and then silver as pillows? Then you have gold pillows and furry white pillows. And even so, nothing matches in there. It's giving very much, I want to be a solid gold dancer, but they said I was just too thick around the neck. This is her home, Your Honor. I call it a dilapidated crack house on the outskirts of the Ozarks, but as the people can see, it's a mixed matched house. She built on the west wing to the main house, and even so, the materials used to build the west wing are not the same materials used to build the main house. Your Honor, she's just so tacky. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Your Honor, if you could bring up the picture of her in her reunion dress, if possible. If possible. As I'm waiting for the reunion dress, yes, this reunion dress, before I get into the written evidence, as you can see, on one side, other than the dress being tacky and look like someone DIY'd it, as you can see on one side, the arm and the jewels are full. If you see on the other side, it looked like someone ran out of jewels, and you are not Selena Quintanilla Perez. You cannot make fetch happen, Giselle. Selena made it happen with the bustier. You do not have a bustier on. You just have a really tacky dress on that makes you look like a bottle of white diamond. And if I could have found the picture, you would have had your first lady's hat on as well. But you are not Selena Quintanilla, and you are trying to steal her stuff. You need to stop. Okay. She's always lying and spreading rumors. Even when the truth is told to her, she will tell the people that, hey, I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I've already told people this is what's happening, because whatever I say is better than whatever y'all have going on. She's constantly bringing Jamal Bryant around, even though they are no longer married. Ah, yes, Your Honor. I don't know who that is. Who is that random white woman? She also happens to be nominated for the Techie Fashions Award for the BSTV 2K23 Awards. And if you feel like she's tackier than all get out, then you go vote for her, okay? You go vote. Vote. She's always bringing Jamal Bryant around. They're no longer married. They're no longer a couple. He lives in nothing other than her phone, but really he doesn't live in her phone. And the children, even though they've told her that they don't like the man, she just keeps bringing him around and around and around. I don't know what she's hoping to get from Pastor Slingady. He's down there slinging a schlong to the whole pulpit. It's not going to work.
Mama knows say y'all need to lay off her pastor. I wouldn't have put that in this. Mama, I'm just telling you, this a hostile crowd with a hostile jury. I wouldn't have put that he was my pastor in this chat. I wouldn't have.
It's okay. It's okay. I was defending him.
Continue.
I was defending him with her.
As I continue, she brought security to the reunion as of season 5, as Monique had her binder, because she felt as if Chris Samuels was violent and aggressive and that he was going to attack her. Her words, not mine, as to why she had security at that reunion. Yes, even though that man is nothing but, a friendly little grizzly bear. He big. He's just so sweet, okay? He's just so sweet. She insinuated that when Mia Fields Thornton was lying about her cancer, even though it was said to be a cancer scare and just to pray for her. She insinuated that that woman was lying. She claimed that Peter Thomas told her that Wendy was broke and she didn't have anything and he wasn't doing business with her, and he just felt bad for her and said he would, even though when Peter Thomas has never confirmed that a day in his life. And we still don't know how she got that information unless she was pillow talking with him, because as we saw in the preview for the season, it was said that she was sleeping with that man. But we can neither confirm nor deny that she went and laid down on a bed, went spread eagle, and said, "Come get me, Peter." We can't confirm that. She insinuated that one Happy Eddie Osefo. I love Eddie, okay? Real quick. Go vote for Eddie for Heartthrob Award for the BSTV 2K23 Awards. Vote for Eddie. Back to the expert witness. She insinuated that Happy Eddie Osefo was cheating on his wife, and that the reason when Dr. Wendy Osefo got, her mommy makeover is because she was, insecure about the fact that her husband was liking pictures of other women on Instagram and that she wasn't smart. And that is why she needed to get the surgery when that was not the case. And she got read down for that, and she is still upset with Wendy to this day for calling her out on her BS. She insinuated that when Christopher Bassett, married to one Candace Diller Bassett, made her feel uncomfortable in a hotel room that, she brought him into to talk, and that many of married men have tried her, and that at that moment, he was trying to see if she was with it, like she was going to lay on the bed, go spread eagle, and say, "Come get me, Christopher, come get me. I want all of you, white men. I want all of you." That is what she's insinuating, and that he was a sneaky link. Not that she was a sneaky link, that he was a sneaky link. As she spread these rumors all around and had a meeting with the cast before the season even began to come up with a storyline to hide the fact that her bestie for resties, her lesbian lover who lives in the West Wing with her, roommate, Juan Dixon, also known as Juanita Dixon, was not cheating on her, as so claims the women who have said that he bought them hotel rooms, he got their hair done, he was walking around Georgetown with a blonde woman. She held this meeting to go at all the other women on the show to save her lesbian lover from being embarrassed by the rest of the world. She once claimed that when Dr. Wendy Osefo, and when Karen Hugo, the Grand Dame, were jealous of Charisse and Mia Thornton. That is a lie. That is a lie. As they have nothing for anyone to be jealous of, because one looks like Area 51 and the other looks like the Waffle House Worker of the Year, who, just got done working the first shift at General Motors and walked all the way to Mexico and walked all the way back to Bethesda. Trigger warning. Before I get to the trigger warning, she also claimed that when Karen Hugo had her license suspended, and Karen Hugo disputed that and said, you cannot prove that she had her license suspended. You can check public record, which I did. I cannot prove that she had her license suspended. And in trigger warnings is, as I'm saying this now, as one Chauncey Jackson Jordan, also known as Sharice Jackson Jordan, also known as Repossessed Champagne Room, also known as the Queen of Bethesda, sat there at a boring bachelor party with white strippers shaking nothing all around and claimed that when Karen Hugo was a lady of the night and that she would do her lady of the night duties with anyone who was ever around the Potomac and in bathrooms with the help, even though you may too have done some things with the help. One Giselle Bryant, as she was upset about the comments that were made about her last season, as when Karen Huger called her a broken 304 from Hampton University. As the trigger comes in, she then proceeded to be upset this season, even though you should have checked the last season about it. That's pathetic. That Karen, after everything was said by Chauncey, that Karen was a broken 304 from Nowhere University. And I say the trigger warning is here because she knows, because it's been shared with her on this show and to the world, and it's a recurring thing that's brought up, especially this season, that the reason why when Karen Huger did not graduate college and did not go back to school is because she was grape juiced. Essayed in college, so she left. So you insinuating that that woman is a broken 304 from Nowhere University is basically you shaming a victim. I'm sorry, I'm going to take it back. A survivor of SA. Giselle, Gizzard Neck, George Bush, Gefilte Fish, Chicken Skin Bryant cares about no one, does not care about herself. Obviously, that could be said from the wigs to the fashion to the house she lives in to the fact that her lesbian lover is out here on her lonesome and has allegedly been fired on Watch What Happens Live. If you do not find her guilty today, I don't know what y'all are doing. And that is all, Your Honor. That is all. And one more thing. She's a fake blonde. Who's out here to be a fake blonde? And if you're going to do blonde, do it right. Don't have your wigs all the way to here, okay? And then don't have them all the way back here. You need a forehead, not a forehead. We don't want to see the movies played on your forehead. We want to see the hair laid right. And that is it, Your Honor. That is it.
And I do apologize. I have been paying attention, but I am also messaging about our normal prosecuting attorney. I still had not heard anything.
Oh, she called?
No. I reached out to our brother Shady, and he's going to check and try to call and see.
Okay, good. Yeah, he can.
He had answered my message back, and so I was.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, because that's not like her for me to not hear from her, and I. Okay, that being
filter fish. Bye.
With that being said,
chicken skin. Chicken skin.
Oh, this chat is too lit. It's too funny to
Look
me.
at the rings. Look at the rings on my. Listen, I have her rings all around.
Not.
You know what? Listen, I just gotta share with y'all. I tried this for the first time tonight.
What is that?
This is called On the Rocks Premium Cocktail, the Cosmopolitan version.
Ooh.
It's by FN Vodka.
I knew it was about vodka. I don't drink vodka. That's why I knew. I was
I
like,
don't
I
do
ain't
Me
never.
brown.
either. I don't drink that.
I know you don't do brown and I don't do vodka. That's how me and my sis get down. Like we would
I
never
don't.
drink each other's drink because I don't
I
do vodka. She don't drink.
Never.
She can't use cognac.
And
Oh,
with
and if y'all didn't know, I switched up. I'm on cognac now. Just so y'all know. This is how I do. I can drink tequila and cognac in one sitting and be good. That's because I'm half Hispanic and half black. That's all I'm saying.
okay, so prosecuting attorney, do you have any closing statements?
Yes, I do.
You
Go
know
ahead.
she does.
This lady
Mm-mm.
has now, because of this picture, and because she's trying to follow in the footsteps of one Sheree Whitfield and Martell Holt, she's now out here saying she's in a cougar relationship. I don't believe it. I don't think anyone does. If anything, she's just there to hide her closeted lesbian love relationship with one Robyn Dixon. The lady has rings, as my good sis Nola Reed says, and it's called the neck of karma. Every time she lies, she gets a new ring. You know how every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wing? Every time her or Robyn lies, she gets a new ring around her neck. The thigh meat on her leg sag, and she needs to get it touched up because I'm tired of seeing her in bathing suits with loose booty skin. It's ridiculous at this point. She loves to talk about how old Karen is, but wish she had the body that Karen has. Because, baby, if you guys traded ages, no one would know the difference. She laughed and thought it was funny to say to Mia, Marilyn Manson's sister, is this what cancer, no cancer looks like? Who says that? The tacky Giselle, that's who. She said that Candace's husband made her feel uncomfortable. But then she loves, we saw at the first episode of the season, she almost fell out the chair trying to give the man a hug. She always wants him to feed her. And she loves to talk about his brown peen. She loves, I'm talking about, she smiles every time she say brown peen. She gets excited. But he wants her to be his sneaky link. I think not, man. You may look like a slinky, but he doesn't want you to be his sneaky anything. She was told since she doesn't have a man, she can bring her luggage on a trip. And yet again, the picture shows why she has no man. She loves to tell everyone else business, but she didn't want to tell us when her failing makeup company went under. She told us nothing about that. Karen had to do that. She thinks it's funny to tell Karen to go back to rehab. Girl, well, why don't you go to fashion school and get some looks and learn how to dress? She's such a horrible person that when she goes to Karen's house, she has to sage her entire house, and she has to sage Miss Gizzard neck from head to toe because she doesn't know what kind of spirits will be left if she doesn't. She also set up here, knowing her friend wasn't getting married, knowing that she's the love of Robyn's life, and wanted us to believe this storyline about Robyn and Juan, who are sister and brother, baby daddy, baby mama, and maybe roommates. I use that maybe loosely because I don't believe it, because every time we see him, he's dressed to leave or go. Giselle is a horrible person, people. She's just horrible. Not only are her looks horrible, not only is her hair horrible, not only is her kinkus horrible, her soul is horrible. She has a black soul. No matter how light skinned and how beautiful you think you are, when your soul is black, everything about you is ugly. Ma'am, it's just ugly. And I would like to leave you guys with this. Giselle Bryant is nobody's friend. Giselle only cares about Giselle, and Giselle only. She will use you and throw you away like stale bread. Stale bread at that. I rest my case. Reaching out to people who had I don't know who that is, but it's not me, Judge. Please don't find me.
Your courtship. I have one more thing to say. I forgot about it, and it came up. If it pleases the court, may I say it?
Go ahead.
I also forgot to mention that one Giselle, gefilte fish, George Bush, chicken skin, Satan's mistress, Robyn's lesbian lover, Bryant, is also a colorist. And she throws out harmful stereotypes against her own black people. As it has been heard on her podcast with her lesbian lover, Reasonably Shady, she threw out harmful stereotypes at one James Harden as talking about he probably has watermelon and fried chicken in his beard, and so on and so forth. And if you don't know, James Harden is a dark-skinned black man. Yes, she is a colorist, and she likes to throw out very harmful stereotypes towards her own community. That is it, your courtship.
Yes, and also, Judge, I meant to remind the people that she wrote a book that she could not even read.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
She wrote a book that she could not even read on the episode. Monique was still there. And Monique was like, lady, are you serious? You can't even read. Don't know how she became an AKA. Don't know how she got her college degree. But what I do know, she wrote a book that she couldn't read.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Are we finished with the closing statement from the prosecution?
Yes, ma'am. I rest.
Okay. Go ahead, defense attorney.
It's real cute. Y'all, yeah, the prosecution and the witness, they're real cute. They're really, really cute. How dare you guys try to say that my client is a colorist when her husband is darker than
she does not have
you are interrupting. I need you not, because I will make sure the court finds you. So please do not interrupt, because I did not interrupt you when you were throwing out these accusations about her being a colorist when her husband is darker than my vest. I need you not. I need you not. I need you not.
Your courtship.
Yeah, our courtship went to go take a restroom break. So you are here with me only, and I'm on the phone. I'm the only one on the screen. So you
can't handle the truth.
But listen to me. So let me go back.
She doesn't have a husband.
I love it that my courtship been left alone, and I'm the only one that can be seen. Y'all see me.
The bailiff is back for a second. I'm sick.
The bailiff didn't go. The bailiff is in jail because she can't pay $3 trillion. If you don't knock it off,
I was on your side. I was going to be on your side, man.
Okay,
the bailiff was
my
back.
bad, bailiff.
On your
Bailiff,
side.
come on back. Bailiff, come on back. You know I need all the help I can get. We talking about Giselle Bryant here.
Expert witness, I'm going to have to ask you to let her finish her statements until your courtship comes back, because we can't hear both of you.
She lying though.
She might be lying, but you gotta let her lie until the judge comes back.
As if you was telling the truth the whole time. Nothing but the truth, but help you.
I wasn't even here, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I was talking about the
I wasn't even here.
I was not talking about the prosecution.
Telling the truth. Worry about your client over there tonguing down her girlfriend in the court.
Excuse me. Expert witness, please, no going back with the lawyer.
Getting back to me defending my client, one Giselle, beautiful Bryant.
Lies.
One who was called by one Carlos the King as, what do you call her? Giselle Kobe Bryant. He smacked in his face saying something so stupid. Yes, he did. He called her that, and he got drugged through the mud. You should. Don't you never, ever, 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 ever do that again. But going back to my client, Giselle Bryant. She's a victim. Don't you put yourself on mute. You can. I like when I hear the giggles. So anyway, she's a victim. She was victimized by
A victim?
Mama. No, you on yourself, Judge.
Your courtship.
I'm sorry.
Of course, she came back and showing her bias for somebody.
I find myself 3 trillion.
Your courtship. I wish I could object, but the defense attorney is lying, saying that
I ain't said nothing yet.
that Giselle is married when we all know she has no husband. Please tell her to tell the truth.
Okay.
Lord Karma, how is CC getting paid? She getting paid in likes. She getting paid if y'all send her a cash app. But most importantly, how she gonna get paid is through y'all clicking that link. One of my moderators, because it's in the description box, put her link to her channel for y'all to go subscribe. That's how she getting paid.
That's how I'm getting paid.
But your aunt,
All I'm saying,
your courtship. She sat up here and lied and said that one Giselle Chicken Skin Bryant is married.
okay, I'm so sorry. Let me strike that comment and say that she is still using her married name. So she is still going by one Giselle Bryant. Thank you, Too Feisty. Thank you. I love that you paying attention. So anyway, like I said, my client could never be guilty of any of the things that the prosecution said or the expert witness. They started off or ended off, started, middle, ended with her being colorist. How can she be colorist when her husband is chocolate than her? So that's just number one. We are not gonna acknowledge the fact that they are gonna call my client colorist when her husband, ex-husband, let the expert witness tell it. All I'm saying is she couldn't be colorist because her husband is not of her same complexion or same complexion. Now I understand that they want to put my client under the jail, but you're not going to put her under the jail because she's colorist, because that's one thing she is not. She married and divorced a chocolate brown skin pastor. Okay. And don't forget, just like the House of Person said, Sherman was chocolate too. So you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. That's like saying Karen is colorist when she got chocolate children and she has a chocolate husband. It's just not going to work. It's not going to fly. Not in this courtroom. Not in any other courtroom. So we're going to stop with the lies there. We also are going to understand that when people are under stress, that they do and say things that they really don't really mean. And for me, Giselle is under a lot of stress. That the fact that her ex-pastor cheated on her, had set children on her, and then she has to appear to the world like nothing happened, like as if her children are the only children that exist, that her children are the only children that Pastor Bryant take care of, when we know that it's not a true statement. So just in that statement alone, she's a victim. Okay, she's a victim. And until you lived and stepped in Giselle Bryant, little kitten heel tacky issue that you guys want to talk about, you guys cannot tell me that she is guilty of being anything but trying to be a respectable mother and honor the her kid's father and not throw him under the bus as much as one would like to after being cheated on and having children on. I would love to see any of the jurors or anybody that's in this courtroom deal with the things that Giselle dealt with and come out smiling and being happy or building a house or taking care of her children, making sure that they get to college. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I just really would love to hear from the women, the mothers of the courtroom, and understanding that the fact that this woman, Giselle Bryant, is a victim. And it's not her fault that she has to be pretty much played in front of the audience and then has to rebrand herself. That's all she's doing. She's rebranding herself. She got her recently shady podcast with her wingman Robyn, and that's spelled Robin, not YN like a lady would be spelled. No, we want to do it with the IN because she's Rob him. Actually, it's ROBHIM. Okay, so it's Robyn. Okay, so y'all just let me know if you dealt with the things and adversities that Giselle has dealt with, that you would not be on the end of where she's at, trying to scratch and survive, keep her position on ROA, on RHOP, excuse me, not ROA, on rope. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how you can make my client
good times. Hanging in the Johnny.
Good times.
scratching and surviving.
Ain't we lucky we got 'em?
Ain't we? Can we be lucky? Can we be lucky that Giselle got him? Can we?
Yeah.
All I'm asking is for the court to have empathy and sympathy for my client who is a victim in itself, a reality TV, being that she was forced and put in the forefront of RHOP as the face of, like, let's be clear, she's the face of RHOP. Karen is. I'm not taking anything away from Karen, but when you get to the meat and potatoes of it, we do know that there's the Grand Dame and then there's Giselle, and those two always bump heads because they are always fighting for who's the Grand Dame, who's the head, the HIBC. We all looking for it. And for me, it's my client Giselle, and that's why she will never be guilty of the things that the prosecution is trying to bring my client. She is not guilty. Never could she be, for being a good mother, for being cheated on, for being a wingman, not actually a wingman, being a whole person for somebody else to be a shadow behind. How, Sway? How? All I'm saying is I want the jurors to really look at the evidence and understand that my client was under a lot of stress in these 7 years. And that she, being the beautiful person she is, never mind the rings on her neck, we cannot choose to have rings or not have rings on our necks. We just can't choose that. I want to see what everybody's going to look like in their 50s and after, because I'm in my 50s.
You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All I'm saying, I don't have the rings and necks. I don't. But what I am going to say is, please show grace for the ones that don't have that, and the necks have a couple of rings. Maybe it's like the tree. Maybe it tells you how old the tree is when you see the rings around your neck.
Lots.
I don't need the witness to taint the jurors at this moment. I'm trying to sway my jurors, and I need you to shut. Thank you, with respect. Anywho, I need y'all to understand that my client is not guilty. She is a victim, and I understand that you may or may not see it that way, but me as the defense attorney, that's what she is. And my case will rest in that because Giselle is a victim, and I would love to see anybody else walk in her kitten heels and think that they can do it better. Period.
And with that being said, we're going to take a brief recess for the jury to be excused and vote. One, if Giselle is guilty. Two, if Giselle is not guilty. Okay, so one, if she is guilty. Two, if Giselle is not guilty. And while we're doing that, we're going to give you a brief reminder to what? Vote, vote, vote,
Vote.
vote, vote. You gotta vote.
Vote, 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 vote. Man, so if y'all got rants and dancing, y'all better vote.
Okay, because we
My
serving.
cousin don't dance. She don't do that.
You gotta vote, 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 vote. Come on. You gotta vote, 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 vote. Come on.
Mark your calendar for a night to remember. Best Reality Star 2K23 Awards Show, February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BST2K23Awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot. So swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
Get courtship.
We got 3.5 days, y'all, to vote. I'm sorry. I just had, because I've been meaning to say this since she be talking about sis plays it. 3.5 days, y'all. This half a day, and then 3 days later. Sunday is the last day to vote. We really, 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 really need you guys to vote so that it is, even across the board, everybody's voice has been heard. That's all. That's why we are really pushing it, because this is our first YouTube. Like, this is the first in YouTube history that we are having an award show. So you guys, and that the audience is part of it, just like any award show, except for we don't even know who them people we vote for on the Grammys. We don't know who them is. But what I'm saying is, get in on the ground floor, get in on the get in so that y'all know, like, look, at least I know I voted. It might have not won it, but you know that you gave it your best effort.
And
just like this
for us, by us. This is for us,
by
us. This is
YouTube
for, once again, this is for us, by us.
And if you would like to see Giselle's rings, waiting for Tackett Fashions, go vote. Listen.
Okay.
As I'm here,
let me just say this. Pause before we get to the verdict.
Yes.
This is for us, by us. And in doing this, we were very diplomatic with the nominations. And when diplomatic, I mean we did just like the Grammys did. We loaded the board with a whole bunch of us and sprinkled a little bit of this so we can say inclusion.
Yes, we did.
But this is for us, by us.
Like I've been telling y'all all week.
This
for us, by us.
For us, by us, then we can't expect nobody else to take us seriously. So seriously, yes. This is going to be amazing. It's and it's amazing production. Chef is doing so much behind the scenes that y'all don't even know, that y'all don't get to see. I can't wait till it's all over so I can spill some tea. My own reality of how we argued and fought, windmilled about who was going to actually make these ballots. We pissed ranting off several times because she was rooting for a lot of people that we didn't root for. Baby, it got to a point
Yeah, because
where
Renty is a whole archive
I'm
for
gonna
itself.
say y'all a little early tea. A little early tea. A little early tea. It got to one point where Thick was like, I ain't gonna say nothing else because I'm always the problem, and so I'm just not gonna say nothing.
Why everybody always try to call thick girl out? Why thick girl always gotta be the one called
But
out?
then that happened.
You know you go against the
Why you
grain.
had to pull my stuff out the bag? Now
Listen,
pull
that
somebody else
happened.
out the bag.
Feisty
Feisty,
was,
they jumped you.
oh
Lord
my
have
God.
mercy. You need me to come
Feisty
in
was
there
in
for
there
you,
trying to
son?
Feisty was trying to put her mama on the ballot, Mother Caldwell, and we was like, nah,
That's
we
not
ain't
her mother. That's her man.
nah, that's her mama. That's her mom.
Feisty, I ain't gonna let them disrespect you too hard.
It's not a husband. It's a mother.
That's
Anyway,
her man. Her
Mother
words,
Caldwell.
not mine.
but Feisty was doing a whole bunch. Like it was a whole bunch of windmilling. Like I really wish we would have been recording the behind the scenes of getting it together.
Y'all should be.
But we were getting it together to make it a wonderful thing. And this is something that is going to be done yearly. So
it's going down.
vote. Like it's so many times we see award shows and it's like we didn't have a choice.
Who voted?
And then now you have an award show where even though this is YouTube, but y'all in YouTube every day. I see some of you same people from chat to chat to chat. So the same way you go from chat to chat to chat to chat to chat, vote to vote to vote to vote to vote because you finally have a chance. This is not like American democracy where, all the votes go into electoral college and that one electoral college decides to vote. No, each vote counts individually. And I need my team Mama D's to step up because we neck and neck in some categories. I need my team Kiki's to step up.
Yes, Kiki.
I got Kiki. Kiki on my shit. I got her.
I need my team Kiki's to step up because for Best New Reality Star, she neck and neck right now with Greg Mathis Jr.
Yeah, y'all need to break that up.
He only winning for crackhead. I'm just saying. So
yeah, we need Kiki to win.
Vote. And with that being said,
wait, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
What you gonna say, girl?
Let's be clear on something. If y'all see us sharing the link around, share it with your people and then have they people share it with them and share it so far to where you get to the person you hate the most and then they share it. Okay?
Come on.
We get to the actual, when we get to the pre-show, the actual show, and the after party, and y'all put those comments complaining about who won, I just want you to know, personally, y'all already know if you've been in my chat or if anybody's channel, because I told y'all what my New Year's resolution, goal, object, whatever it was, is cuss people out. Because what you're not going to do is come at us because you didn't go and vote, okay? You have to vote. And if you want your favorite person to know that they are nominated for this award so they can understand what's going on, then do like we've been doing all week and share it with them on Twitter or Instagram. Tag them in it. Put it in their inbox.
That show was in Mel. Did you see me the other morning in Mel live?
I woke up and hopped in her live.
Mel was live and I let Mel know that she was nominated. She was like, oh, thank you. I'm nominated. I was like, yeah, girl. And Mel is winning. And I'm going to tell y'all.
Mel winning a lot of categories.
If you're not a millimeter, baby, the millimeters have mobilized. I'm just trying to
say. They activated like they got them Power Rangers.
Follow the BSTV 2K23 Awards on Instagram, on Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because that is where, if you don't
wait, hold up, pause. This is my bae. I haven't seen him in the chat in a while, and he said he voted. He don't play the game.
He voting.
Hey, Chris.
Y'all, please get all the emails y'all can. Whether you got to use your kids' emails, your mama email, your cousin email. Each email gets a vote a day, so you can vote every day with that with those emails. You just can't do it but once a day. So please get all the emails you can and go vote until Sunday.
Yes, and also sign up for the website.
I just want to say this: shout out to Chef Don.
Yeah, shout out.
Because this was his brainchild.
This is his
And
baby.
he didn't have to include me on a planning committee,
None of us.
let alone on to be a presenter, let alone to do the pre-award show with him, right? So y'all will get to see me. I'm presenting an award. I'm doing the pre-award show. We are having the after awards party show on Thick Girls channel,
House at a proper
and it's
time.
all white. It's all white and tennis shoes. I'm ordering my all white so I can be ready, right, for the award show. But he didn't have to include me in that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to include any of us. So I thank him so much for one,
We love you.
acknowledging what I've done just as a beginning YouTuber, because I haven't been done this. Like, I am
Not
just
a year.
1 year anniversary on YouTube. And then in my 1 year, I got sick and wasn't able to be consistent. And you all are still here with me. So I thank you all for
But
that.
you back now.
So even in my absences, he saw something in me that said, you know what, I want you to be a part of this journey for something that has the potential to be so big. So I appreciate that. And then he took it a step further and was like, hey, sis, do the, you know what I'm saying, do the pre-show with me. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And on top of that, help me do this and help me plan this. And I'm like, okay, cool.
You guys awesome.
It's so hard for me because I miss about 80% of the meetings because I work overnight. And so I'm sleep typically when they have in the meeting, and I catch up later on in the evening times. And then when it came back to the presenters, and it was like, hey, we need you to get Q to email. We need you to get Deb email. We need you to get Barb email. And I'm like, okay, what am I getting that email for? What's going on? It's like, oh, we want them to be presenters. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. I immediately sent them the text like, hey, send me a text message, send me an email. This is da 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 da. Because I got phone numbers. Like, that's my brothers and my sisters for real.
Yeah,
so I
ain't just YouTube
I got
family.
phone numbers. So it was like, oh, okay, cool. So it was like they got like my sisters and my brothers in the YouTube world, and I ain't even gonna say in the YouTube world because our connection has transcended beyond YouTube. It had nothing to do with me. Why they are presenters. That was presented in a meeting that I wasn't even in. I just came in to look, you the direct link to them. We want them to present awards. So you go ahead and handle that. And of course, I handled that.
And our girl Mace as well.
And Mace as well. And Shady as well, right?
Well, we want to make sure.
I fight it for my girl Mace. I'm like, we need her. We need her. We need her.
Make sure, like, we want to ask Shady, but we want to make sure he's not busy, because you know, if you busy with work and all that stuff, we don't want to tack on another thing to you. But if you are available, we would like your email so you could get sent the proper proposal and getting asked to join as a presenter. And then there's some other things that need to be taken care of. And I was going to say, if you happen to have a business or social media, you're a content creator and you want to promote yourself, there are ways to get sponsorships. Do different things.
Support your business, your small business.
Yes.
And listen, it's all on the website. So if you have a small business and you can't be a sponsor in a way of what the packages are, just reach out. Just reach out, because Chef Don is willing to work. Like, he's not trying to
break nobody,
millions, or break anybody. He's just trying to make a good production.
Exactly.
As far as the award show. But for me, I want to say I thank him for including me in this. But not only that, when he included me, I went to sleep. I came back, and it was like, hey, get your people email address because we want them to present. It was also like on the inside, like in the meeting, I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to get the email address. So like, they could tell y'all. That's how I feel. Like, all right, cool. I could get their email address. I'm going to text them right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send it to them right now. I'm going to send it back to y'all. But on the inside, I was like, God damn, I got my people with me. It was like my people was being recognized at the same time that I was recognized. And it wasn't on some, I put in the word type stuff or I said anything about it. It was just like the talent was seen, and that's what you want for your people. Not that like wherever I make it from this YouTube world, I'm bringing my people with me. Like that's just what it is. But the fact that it was seen on their own and they were trusted on their own merit, it was just like so much more exciting for me because they were recognized for their talents, not like, oh Nola, you good and you cool, so bring your people with you.
What can you
It
get?
was like it was recognized on their own spirit, their own merit, and that's what we all want in this life. Like for people to see us and what we bring to the table. So for me, it was like I was texting them with a big ass smile on my face, like, me and my people, we gonna do it.
We did it.
This is present for the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? So
it feels that big to me. Like for real, for real.
So
it feels that big. It's
something of this magnitude that has never been done on YouTube, and to do it with my friends and family that I made through YouTube is so amazing.
Yes, man.
To me. Because it could have just been me. You know what I'm saying? But we all doing this.
And we would have supported, sis. If you
I know y'all would have supported, but the fact that we get to do this together,
it would have been that. Yeah, it would have been whatever. We love Chef Dog now.
And when this first just got started, our little family group that we got, it was me, Ranted, Simply, all of it. I was like, hold up, y'all, hold up. I hope y'all don't mind. But my girl, my sis, Nola, she got to be a part of this. One thing I keep telling y'all, one thing you ain't ever gonna do is break this thing up. You can't do it. I got her back like it ain't nothing. If I go, I want her to go as well. If I go, I want Cutie to go. If I go, y'all see, y'all shots out for my people. I love my goddamn people. My people do. We always, and so it ain't nothing y'all can ever do to break that. It ain't nothing, because if one go, we all gonna go, regardless.
Yes, and I can confirm with Two-Face. He said she was not in that.
I was not present. I was sleeping.
And
yes, she was.
Honestly,
and they fuss at me because I try to stay up when I get off of work
to sleep,
to be present for meetings, and they like, Nola, go to, like, they won't even discuss business until I hang up the phone.
Because we know your business. We know, and I'm not on the committee. I am a presenter, but I'm not on the committee. But I enjoy watching you guys move like a unit and move, as one. It's so admirable. It's just really admirable, because they always say, "Oh, women can't work together." Shut up. We can. I got sisters. They ain't never gonna tell me that. I've never. They can't never tell me that. I've never accepted. Oh, women can't work together. Shut up. That must be a man talking. You can't tell me a woman can't work together. Shut up. That's what y'all want. That's what you want to see. You want to see us not work together. But
that ain't never gonna happen.
We do, and we work together very well. Hence, there's a 4 panel of women right here, plus our sister Mace. There's 5 ladies on this panel right here, and we all get along. We all do our thing. We have a good time. And we don't argue and fuss and fight. So,
and we pour into each other at the same time. We pour into each other all the time.
Listen, I just want to say, I'm thankful for being able to be on the board of directors for the award show, because it sounded like a great idea. And when Chef asked, I was like, okay, I'll help. It gives me, and I've said this to him, but I get really down about the fact that, I went to school for production in my undergrad, and I graduated in that. And I was doing it while I was there. And I do get the flex a little bit when I'm doing the YouTube, because it's just me running my own production. But this is what I went to school for, actually shelling all this stuff out. I get to be a producer on this, and
no,
I haven't been able to do that.
That's dope. That's so dope.
That's helped all of us.
We sorry we haven't moved. We are so sorry that we are moved from court real quick.
And just to think, he thought this was a stupid idea. He
and
thought
it's
this was
not.
a stupid idea.
And
And
it's
look
not.
at it now.
We're here
Mm-mm.
anyway. He take one of them Oshkosh
He
Bagosh
did.
and
He
go
was in our chat earlier. You know,
Is
Chef
he
probably
in the chat? Is
doing
he?
something. No, he probably doing something for the award show right now. Y'all know how we do.
Oh, he doing that while he watching. He doing that
Yeah.
while he cooking. He doing that while he eating. Charlie probably doing it while he trying to sleep.
But listen, I'm very appreciative and I love this. Like I'm up every single day. I'll be on the way to the gym. I'll be like, well, they on the phone, I'm typing in the chat.
You gotta go and get to the gym, sis.
As we were like legitimately they can tell you as I'm on my way to the gym or if I'm in the car somewhere, I'm listening to them, but I'm typing in the chat as we were going through who the list of like trying to narrow down the nominees. I was like, chop this person, keep this person. I'm fighting with
It
this.
was a fighting edition. But before we get
Yes.
into all of that about the awards, let me just go ahead and render my verdict. The verdict is Giselle is guilty. She's guilty of being horrible at fashions. She's guilty of wearing her wig sitting like this up on her head. See, I put mine on right, so mine can't even do it. Let me unhook it. Hold up. She's guilty of having her wig sitting up like this.
Let me, and I got crochet, so I can do it too.
She's guilty of having her wig sit back like this.
I'm telling y'all, her baby has started in the middle of her head.
Guilty of being the last lady. And with that being said, the last case we was gonna try, I'm not even gonna let nobody try. I'm just gonna go ahead and render
a verdict.
Yeah.
But can I just give you some things to lock her up for real quick?
No.
Can you at least show the pictures? Can you at least show
I'm gonna show the
of her
pictures
looking like
first.
the 59% of a white woman she actually
I
is.
am rendering my
Her
verdict.
and Robyn. They both got a lot of white in them.
The case of the stale liar. And as you see here, there's a book next to her. And that's because she's built like said book. And she's dressed like the book cover.
And it's the same color. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Okay, that's why that book is there. She's built like a book and she's dressed like said book cover. We, the people, are sick of you. You have been on our TVs and have experienced and gave us nothing but hypocrisy, okay? You went to Ashley's Kangaroo Zaboomafu Outback restaurant. You want to pull an umbrella in her neck for talking about the wine Dixon, when in fact of the matter is people don't nobody want wine but you and them people who want washed up hoes to be their man. Okay?
And Michael Darby.
That's all. And then you want to walk around here thinking that you are Miss It, Miss That, Miss All of that, and then you give us this.
She always doing that. Hold on, I done went sideways.
And then you give us this.
Looking like
oh God.
Look like
and then you give us this.
Look at like everybody. Hold on.
What we looking at? Because this right here, this right here is
The
horrid.
A white
This right here is horrible. This right here is what Juan told them people you was unattractive and he tired of this. And this is only for Corey and Carter. This right here is what you look like on a daily basis. And we tired of you looking like the spine of a book.
And want to act like although Juan sleeping with this
right
he
here.
wouldn't sleep with Karen.
Right here.
She looked like a gremlin. You're not supposed to feed her after midnight. Don't feed her, okay?
But look at this, and she wanted us to believe that Juan didn't want Karen, but he want this. If you don't get out my face with that, girl, please. Karen is the woman that you would wish you could be at your age, let alone at her age, because it's only gonna get worse. I promise you.
Since we dragging her, I just want to put out there also. First of all, her tracks are showing.
You need to put some preparation 8 under her eyeball, under her eyelids, so the puffiness can go down.
Her tracks are always showing. That one season, she had receipt paper for reunion hair. She always got that one pose where the hand is on the non-existent waist, and it's just like, girl, move your hand. It has been pointed out that if you go back and look at the promo pictures of them in the red, when it's all of them together, she's sitting down in that chair, and she got Pennywise to the left and Wendy on the right. It's really like looking like a pimp in her 304s. Now I'm calling them 304s, but she's sitting like a dude. Okay, she just sitting like a dude. She gonna
needs to be.
She gonna sit like Pam. Mama Pam, A1 Mama. That's the next time we're gonna see her. She is gonna be with the legs open, hanging down. Her titties hang low.
Isn't it the same pictures from the
Yes.
Jamaican wedding?
Yes. I
Nola,
know
please.
that's my song.
Nola, put up what I just sent you. Please,
Do
please,
your
please.
titties hang low? Do they wobble to the floor? Can you
That
tie
is
with
a
a
good
knot? Can you
outfit.
tie
That
with
outfit is
Please
so good.
sentence her and Giselle to coming out and living their
Outfit
truth.
is so ugly. Ugly,
I
ugly,
am. Hold on,
Listen.
give me 1 second.
She wore this dress to her non-wedding when she became a Dixon again.
No,
And
that
my
wasn't at
thing
her wedding,
is,
that was at the
oh
brother's
yeah, the
wedding.
brother-in-law's wedding. My thing is,
Robyn Dixon.
if you could wear a bra or have breast tape down to that wedding, why couldn't you do it in the confessional? And why your hair look like that? Okay, why? Her name is Ronald Reagan. It's no longer Robyn Dixon, it's Ronald Reagan. She looks like every bit of a white woman with a tan that she is. She is 59% white, so says her ancestry DNA test that she posted on Instagram to prove that she wasn't white, to go at Katie Ross when she said, girl, you're white. And it proved what? That Katie was right. So the read flopped. She is nominated for Tackiest Fashions.
And she lucky this Nola rendering her judgment because I was gonna read her Lipstick Alley homophobic
There it is. There it is. That's monster. I don't
talking
give a
about
damn
Gabrielle Union too dark for Juan to want her.
Oh yeah, she's a colorist. She's a straight up colorist. Not just based off the things that she said on that podcast with her lesbian lover, her sister. Also, the things she was saying on Lipstick Alley back in the day, saying that Gabrielle Union was too dark for Juan Dixon. She's a colorist. Also, in this picture that's showing her looking like a monster, at one point I thought she had a 5 o'clock shadow. Then I realized she had just tanned herself orange and that it did not take. So it was giving off like she got a beard and her name is Rob. She couldn't be cute.
And with that being said, this trial we have already confirmed her guilty. I'm gonna say this. This not even as Judge Nola. Okay, court is adjourned. This is as Nola reads. Girl, I'm glad you fired, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll be watch what happens.
Hopefully
to see you be fired. But at the end of the day, you gave nothing, you served nothing, you did nothing. You showed nothing. And the reason why I had my baby, y'all know my production manager is my daughter. Y'all know me and her fight all the time. Ranting with Ricardo can tell y'all, as well as the girl, and as well as California Cutie. She never want to go along with my ideas. She always questioning me. But this book right here is built just like Robyn.
She built like a Republican.
She's built like this book cover.
I can't. Not like the Republicans.
I'm still trying to figure out what they built
She's
like.
built like this book cover. And with that being said, court is adjourned, and we just about to have some general conversation. Did I get your message, DT? Did you send it on my IG?
Tell me
I put my phone down.
Tell me, in every outfit she got on, does she not look like a Republican?
Oh my God.
I don't know what a Republican supposed to look like.
You've seen them Republicans.
Oh my God.
Right,
And said I'm about to let our bro up here.
wait, what happened?
Cashapp down there.
What up? Ooh.
I'm dying.
Don, let's get it. Let's go.
Hold up. Let me say this. With Chef Don being on the chat.
Sorry.
Put Boy 6 voice on.
With Chef Don being on the chat. We gotta go ahead and play the Let's Get It.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Let's get it.
That shit take me out every time.
One more time. One more time for the one time. It's gotta be on the screen by itself.
Yeah.
Not Chef on the screen by himself. I ain't putting Chef on the screen by himself. It's the award show, not Chef. It's the
award show. We trying to get the award.
DT, you know right for this picture. Really, DT?
Mark your calendar for a night to remember. Best Reality Star 2K23 Award Show. February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BSTV2K23awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available from now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot. So swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
Now somebody said that Robyn looked like a hypnotic bottle.
She
Yes,
do.
they did. And if you don't know, now you know. Y'all better go vote. Y'all better get into. Because y'all gonna be mad if you did not vote.
That's why y'all should vote. Because
If
we
you
gonna make
didn't-
a night to remember. So get ready, hey, for the awards. Hey, we gonna make it a night to remember.
I just gotta say your courtship one time.
Your courtship.
Your courtship.
Your court.
Your courtship. What else do you need us to say?
Listen,
Now
so
remember, it's an
Chef
all-white
Don
after party, all-white/sneaker after party. At
Chef
the
Don
Papa Plaza.
don't even know what's on the way to him in his mailbox.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Sound like a surprise to me.
It is because me and Chef Don are doing the pre-show
That's right.
for the show, and I had already told him like he can't be up there in a wine glass, and I'll be up there in a red Solo cup.
Hey, wait.
Like we can't do that. So I went to the Things Remembered store.
Oh, that's my fave. I love that shit.
And got that along with a few things to put in a little box that's going to be shipped out this week so we can be prepared.
I know that's right.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
People be ready at the
Thanks, bro. You gotta look at the things, bro.
Y'all better get ready. Yes, me and Nola are hosting the pre-show, so y'all get ready for that. And then Prosperity, I would just tell y'all about the after show, so y'all gotta make sure y'all show up to everything.
I got a whole outfit.
I'm ready.
I got my birthday the next day, y'all.
I got my present.
I just blew my green screen out of here, Chef Don.
I got the after show outfit.
Yes, what you
Chef
say?
Don, I just blew my green screen out of here. My green screen is ready to go.
You ready to go? I know that's
I'm
right.
ready.
I know that's right.
I'm ready.
Period.
And I'm gonna be
Period.
cute.
Period.
I'm gonna be cute on the 27th. You best believe California
And
cutie
y'all gotta
coming.
change outfits now. Y'all gotta change outfits.
You already know how we gonna do.
I'm super
Wardrobe
excited
trainers,
about
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
And we are getting a lot of traction on the website. So please don't stop encouraging people to vote, y'all, because that is really important for our sponsors as well. To make sure that they see the traction on the website and see how many people are visiting. So y'all make sure y'all encourage your people every time you go live or every time you talk about something, talk about the award show. And then also too, like for the presenters that I did send the information to, y'all check your email again because I think y'all missing something. Y'all supposed to send me your time that you wanted to film. So make sure you let me know. So let me know so that I can get back with y'all. I'm super excited about it. This is about to be really, really dope.
Yes,
We've gotten a response back like from Selena Johnson, from Greg Mathis Jr., from Kiki. We've gotten a message back from Mel. We've gotten some Dr.
Winter.
Heavenly. So everybody.
Right.
Yeah, Winter responded back.
Winter, yes. So we picking it up. We tagging them. We getting on their nerves. Prepared to be sick of us,
really talk
baby.
as we was getting the nomination pictures together. I was windmilling to not use that picture of Winter with the blonde.
I was gonna use it.
You put it on. I know my people probably getting tired because we done voted on it live. I talk about it. I done showed the video 50 million times.
I'm so mad.
Princess said if you give her the commercial, she'll play it.
Okay, I will. I'll send it to you.
Definitely. Well, Chef Don Don, I just got a community tab yesterday.
I know that's
Because I
right.
got
Yeah, it's something
gotta
about when
do
you
a
get that
shake
community
session.
tab, you be excited about it.
so,
Hold up. Hold up.
I've only
Hold
did it
up.
three. I only did it 3 times. But I'm gonna let my sis go on. Let my sister tell it.
Hold up. We gotta do a shake session for CC. Everybody in the chat right now, drop your cuties in the chat. Drop your cuties in the chat. We got a shake session for CC. She got a community tab. You gotta shake. You gotta shake.
Hey,
You gotta
you better
shake.
know that on that
Shake.
community tab, there is the link to go vote. So don't play with me.
The link
And
to
my,
go vote is in her
my
community.
24-hour community tab, it do say go vote. And it has the link. And you better go do what I told you to do.
Yes.
Hey, you gotta vote. But right now, what we're doing is putting the cuties in the chat for Cutie getting her community tab.
Yeah.
On the way to my
Oh,
basement.
shit.
Hey,
Congratulations.
Marga, how are you, my love? Hey,
Hey,
love.
Don Don.
Hey,
And
Marga.
let's not forget, Don didn't even do his he didn't even do a celebration for his 5K. He was like, I'm going, never mind a 5K. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do our award show.
Focus on the prize, and this is the prize.
Because why, bro? Because you was at what? Because you was at what though? What was you at?
What you mean?
5000000. That's what I remember. Because I'm only at 300, and I'm pumped. So understand that Don is at 5000 or 5K. He decided to push that to the side and celebrate that on another day because he pushed this award show. That's how good and how selfishness he is. He wants to promote some other stuff. But best believe, congratulations, Chef Don, on your 5K, baby. I'm coming. It might take a minute, but I'm coming.
You coming, period.
Yes.
Also, by the way, guys, sponsors, like if you have a business and you would like to sponsor a spot as well, let me know. Even if you see something that you can't necessarily meet the obligation of one of those packages on the website, let me know. We'll customize something for you. Get your business out there. Get you some commercials ran throughout the show as well. It's gonna be really dope. This is Black History Month for one, so we got to make sure that we get the people
Black History. Man,
yeah, we got to make sure we support our folks. So yes,
3.5 days, y'all. 3.25 days, y'all.
And y'all don't forget, a queen was born on the next day. The next day is my birthday. Hey, my birthday.
And speaking of this queen, the after show for the court is going to be on her channel. I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for coming. Make sure y'all go vote. Don't miss a chance to bypass Chef Don Don in his 976 voice. And we're going to actually leave you.
The ringer next is still here. The ringer next is still here. Okay.
But Giselle and her rings.
Don, did you see what DT said? DT said him and Lord of Karma can do the fashion commentary.
I'm ready, baby. I am ready because the fashion's got to be fashioning. Because if listen, fashions with no fashions, how dreadful!
How dreadful!
Make sure y'all on top of things with the fashion, especially if you're presenting.
Yes.
Oh, baby, I'm ready. Do I need to go put on my gown right now?
No, you ain't supposed to show the people. No.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I got
the
gowns. I don't even know which one I'm gonna wear yet.
I know that's right.
My avatar gonna be pretty. My avatar gonna be dressed to the nines.
I got 2 or 3 gowns. I don't even know which one I'm gonna wear yet.
My avatar gonna look cute.
Okay.
Good night, my princess.
I'm gonna do a costume change.
Yes, Barb, you are about them fashions. So I can't wait. We are gonna have such a good time. If you guys have not voted, like they said, it's in everybody's community tab. it's everywhere. I believe you cannot go nowhere without picking up that link So please pick the
Yes,
link up. Oh, you got until the 6th. That is
Yeah.
Sunday. You got until the 6th
my
on
son's
Sunday.
birthday.
Also,
Monday.
also,
I think
also,
the 6th
also,
Monday, maybe.
Is it? It's Monday? Okay, my
I
bad.
think
Monday,
yeah.
y'all.
Monday is the 6th, but also with that being said, everybody go vote, 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 vote. But I also want to take this time. I'm not gonna say what I just received. Um, I'm not gonna say what I just received, but I am gonna say pray for our
Praying for a Mace.
prayers up for our sister Mace. We
Okay.
love her and we are just praying her with a speedy recovery. And with that being said, we love you all. And we're gonna go ahead and have a good night
Night,
in the
everybody.
show. And in case you don't know, the link is tagged to the bottom, to the top of the screen, and go ahead and
Gonna
finish it.
make it a night to remember.
Best
Get
reality
ready.
2-3 award
Tonight.
show. February the 27th, 2023, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Head over to BSTV2K23awards.com to cast your vote. Voting is available now until February the 6th of 2023. We have some amazing reality stars on the ballot. So swing for your fate. And remember, we'll see you on February the 27th, 2023. Let's get it and let's go.
Ooh, somebody got some music playing.